I hoped you hugged your loved ones, because tonight's show will change you in a way you've never felt. You're gonna feel the full effects of the fallout of Warzone's Apocalypse! Warzone presents Apocalypse Multiversal Nightmare! Sergeant Major Payne and Beowulf clash head-to-head in a hell-to-the-cell blood brawl! The Outlaws get a mystery opponent, and if they lose, the titles cannot touch their hand until after this year's Multivania! The Warpgate Hardcore Champion, Dagrik, faces off against the Murder Cave's Allfather, Arcolf! The Legion's Technical Specialist, Cain, faces against the Fey King, fresh from Flashbang, Erlking Wes! The #1 tag team contenders, Shoot Nation, take on the freshly returned and ready to kill Toxic Wastelanders! The Big Oof Champion, Bart faces the Judgment of the Multiverse, Raphael, Samson! The Boozy Brawler, Burnout Vaughan, battles to help save his old friend Vinsmoke from the demons that are locked inside his head. The Heels and Boots of Conquest Bloodline, Lady Boots, faces the champion of the Nexus Titan, Sir Unklydunk. Daverman and Ausir Turan battle to prove to each other who is more deserving to go for the world stage. And in our main event of the evening, the bringer of war, Grizzly Adams, will bare his fangs and face against the world heavyweight champion, Zako Duo! The apocalypse has come, the monsters unleashed, and all of Warzone will shatter in its wake!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apocalypse. The first pay-per-view of the new season. I'm your host, General Manager Jerry Aldini, and with me once again is my co-commentator, Michael Montoya.
I am absolutely psyched to be here, Jerry. We have a totally stacked card today.
We absolutely do. It is going to be nuts today. We have all titles on the line. We have old grudges being settled, new grudges taking root, and some will rise, some will fall.
Plenty of gold as well, Jerry. Don't forget about that. Gold on the line, championships on the line.
Everyone's ready. So let's get started, and how better, well, to start any show than with a good old-fashioned showcase match. Let's take it down to ringside to get this show kicked off.
8 of our greatest competitors, all at once.
Our opening match is an 8-man showcase match. Introducing first, he is the funky one. is the funk.
Are you feeling the funk, Jerry?
I am feeling the funk, Michael. All-time crowd favorite, man who's been making a hell of a singles run of late, came within a hair's breadth of being the challenger for the Nexus Titan Championship. He is the Funk. Who knew
I may not like the man that much, but I love the grooves.
I mean,
Love the grooves, Jerry.
Who would have believed a clone trooper could have that much rhythm?
I know. They must, do they have band divisions?
I have no idea. You can ask Exar Kun.
Whatever they dropped in his batter made him pretty damn funky.
And, as we said, crowd favorite. Everyone loves this man. He was in that dance-off at Multivania. He has worn the gold of a tag champ, and he had let us know that he's still got his eyes on some singles gold. We'll have to see how that goes after this pay-per-view.
Worn gold and latex. See how he does.
And introducing next, Seth Justice Jackson.
Well, here he is, Michael, the latest addition to the Warzone roster, fresh from Flashbang. Our own paranormal investigator now, Seth Jackson.
Oh boy.
This is his Warzone in-ring debut.
He got lost backstage multiple times today.
I've heard that's a thing. But yeah, as he put it, I want in the match because I think there might be some shenanigans.
There is any. Let's see if we can do anything about it.
By the way, Michael, how do you feel about the protective measures we've taken for this show?
Definitely feel safer than last time. You know, being surrounded by occasional.
And introducing next, Uzra.
And the first Uzra, of course, is significant in the showcase scene. One of 3 wrestlers who has 2 showcase wins, looking to make it a 3rd here at Apocalypse.
Utilizing her all-out savagery indeed.
And really, Uzra just seems like the perfect competitor to be on a show called Apocalypse.
Oh, I mean, of course. As I suppose after an apocalypse, we'd all look like Uzra. Drinking in this capacity crowd.
And they are feeling it for Uzra. All right, let's see who's next.
And introducing fourth, he is the Storyteller.
And here he is, the ever mysterious Storyteller.
See those piercing blue eyes from over there? It's kind of hard to look at. Once again, getting chills, Jerry.
Those piercing blue eyes that are piercing through him. You know, blindfold.
How does that work? Is he?
There's a lot of things about him I'm wondering how it works.
Is he a normal human? Is he one of the magic people?
That's a great question. And every time we ask him, he starts out with "Once upon a time."
Well, I just hope for my safety's sake that I'm not in one of his stories. Ever.
I got bad news for you, Michael.
Oh,
Yeah, you took this job.
So that's what that clause was about. Alrighty. Suppose I'll do anything for the people.
It could be worse, Michael. There used to be a rocking chair.
Don't say that.
There used to be a rocking chair. Now, this is
Rocking
interesting
chair doesn't sound too bad.
because, of course, the storyteller still questions about his connections with the murder cave, whatever the hell is going on with him and Exar Kun, and him and the janitor, who had a recent in-ring confrontation.
They had a bit of a kerfuffle, indeed.
I mean, it was
See
a
how
war
that
of
plays
words,
out.
but still.
And introducing fifth.
Speaking of,
He is the Janitor.
Yeah, it's... You know what? If you're
Jerry?
going to deal with this, let's deal with it.
it looks
Yeah.
like that war of words you were talking about is about to get very, very physical between the janitor and storyteller.
The janitor making his position very clear recently. You know, he has seen the fact that he got too isolated from the people and is working to not only connect with them, but make sure that he is protecting them from the trash of the multiverse.
Indeed. Trying to prove that he's seen the error of his ways.
And so here he is, the man who is going to take out that trash and be a safeguard for everyone, the janitor.
Ente. You know what that means, Jerry?
What does that mean, Michael?
For the people, baby. For the people.
And introducing next. Representing Omega Club, Kelly.
The manager of Omega Club, also another combatant with 2 showcase wins under her belt. Here comes the boss, Kelly.
There's another name backstage that I only hear good things about.
Well, also because she runs the local pub.
Ah, true.
Yeah.
I avoided going there last time because I don't want to be seen with any ruffians, especially in public.
Well, that's going to be rough for your social life with your coworkers. Everyone goes to Omega Pub.
I have my dog. I don't need you people, Jerry.
That's fine.
Not that you're a part of UP. You're a legend, Jerry. You're a legend.
Thanks.
Don't
Thanks.
look
I
at me.
appreciate it. Anyway, now that we've got Kelly in the ring, let's see who's next.
And introducing seventh. Whitney Lee.
And here he is, the third person that has a 2 showcase win streak under his belt. That means all 2-time showcase winners are in this match.
This is going to be quite a showcase match then. We have a few people who are very proficient in showcase matches, including Seth Jackson, might I add, his previous run in Flashbang.
That's
also
true.
a 2-time showcase match winner.
True. So there could very well be somebody being able to claim to be the Warzone master of the showcase.
And introducing eighth. Gingerboi.
And And this man, former World Heavyweight Champion on Flashbang, former Warpgate Hardcore Champion on Warzone, a man looking to make his mark again, to prove he is a main event player. Tonight in the 8th spot in the showcase, or what we like to call the oh shit spot, because that's your reaction to whoever comes out 8th. It's Gingerboi.
Oh shit indeed, but let's see what gaining and losing gold like he has done to his, I guess, morale and psyche. We are off to the races, folks.
Notice Seth Jackson goes straight after the Storyteller. Guess he has some questions.
He must indeed. Or he just saw the glowy eyes and, you know, assumed something spooky. And then that's my guess.
Two of the two-timers going after each other. Gingerboi going after the third two-timer, Whitney Lee.
The Funk actually going after the Janitor.
That's interesting. I guess, you know, in a showcase match, initially people pair off. You got to go after someone, I guess.
In this case, it seemed to be nearest. Who knows? We might get to see that matchup between Storyteller and the Janitor later on, depending on who can stay in.
We can only hope. All right, you know, it's okay. We're in a cage. There's a reason this cage is around us, Michael.
You know, I feel a lot safer. But let's hope the Janitor has some sense taking the Funk.
Well, right now, you've got Seth Jackson stretching out the Storyteller. Storyteller breaks the hold. Earlier, Seth Jackson dropped that driver on Storyteller as well, dropping him on his head. That's a lot of weight to be thrown onto the neck of Storyteller. He is a big man. Whitney Lee, you know, slammed down onto that ramp by Gingerboi, who's getting him into a stretch. Unfortunately, the ref paying attention to the in-ring action.
Not able to call that submission indeed. The abdomen and neck being stretched out there for as long as Gingerboi could hold it together.
And while Seth Jackson takes a little respite out here in front of us, looks like Kelly is going after the Janitor now. And the Storyteller was... Oh, there it is.
Storyteller getting in on it. There's that matchup. There's that pairing we saw from last week. That war of words is going to have its consequences right now.
Oh. But looks like the Funk coming to the Janitor's aid.
Looks like the Janitor's aid.
And, okay, now that the Janitor's back, the Funk is going... Looks like he's going after Seth. Oh, meanwhile...
He's going in, trying to go after Seth. See how funky that investigator is. Kelly doing a bit of a spin. This is absolute pandemonium happening right now.
It is. Meanwhile, Whitney Lee is trying to pin Gingerboi.
Absolute madness, Jerry.
The ref
Seth Jackson going for the pin on Storyteller. They're dropping him on his head once again.
All right, and
focusing on that head and neck.
Storyteller picking up, and just trading blows. Storyteller and Seth.
Kelly sent violently to the outside of the ring there, if you saw that. Absolute pandemonium here on the outside. Meanwhile, the Funk locking in. But the Janitor breaks out.
And a DDT
and the
from
DDT.
The Janitor. Oh.
I don't know how much that helmet's going to help.
2 pins. Oh, there goes Gingy.
He's got to count again. He's got to count again.
Gingerboi has been eliminated.
Just rapid fire pins. But we have our first elimination of the match, courtesy of Whitney Lee. And I'm sure Gingerboi is not going to be happy about that.
He's going to be pissed about that one.
And meanwhile, Whitney Lee working over the Janitor. I think even though his moniker, the Janitor, is new, he himself is still a veteran of MNW and never a man to take lightly.
Absolutely not.
Uh-oh, the wiggle! The wiggle on Whitney Lee from the Funk.
Wiggle.
Whitney gets out. Oh, very few people have gotten out of that wiggle.
Whitney Lee just slippery enough to be able to get out of that before the pain really set in, it seems.
Oh! just that slam from the Storyteller onto Seth Jackson, and Uzra taking advantage.
Going for the pin.
But not able to complete the bargain.
That Seth Jackson may be an idiot, but he is durable.
Oh, looks like Uzra is going to take it out on the Storyteller now.
Uzra said that was mine, not yours, Storyteller. Going after him, busting him open with that slam.
Now,
absolutely planting him.
So I have a question now, though. Why is Uzra so focused on Seth Jackson? Does she have something to hide?
Wonder if there's some sort of ancient magic. I don't know if things work here. All right.
Neckbreaker onto Seth. Looks like and a DDT on Whitney. The Janitor taking out the trash. Going for the pinfall. The ref's getting his
Janitor, the way
cardio
he
in
sets
right
up
now.
that DDT, absolutely smushing the face into the ground there.
I think the Janitor might have had it if Uzra hadn't stepped on him.
Definitely true. Uzra does not care. Does not care about the other fights going on around. Just wants absolute violence and pandemonium, which is what we are getting.
Slammed on that ring post. Wouldn't be surprised if Seth's busted open now. Oh, trying to go back after the Storyteller. Uzra was like, no,
definitely bleed a lot.
Pay attention to me. The whole time Kelly is outside the ring staring. I think
Kelly's fighting smart. Oh, that caught Uzra's attention though.
But now that leaves Seth Jackson free to do whatever he wants. It looks like
back to the outside, going for the Storyteller again, perhaps.
The Janitor.
With the Janitor.
It's hard to determine who Seth is facing.
Very hard to determine. That man has a very childlike wonder, to put it nicely.
That's true. Oh, and we're getting a meanwhile text out on social media from McMorgan. Nothing like watching a so-called king get crowned against the floor. Let's see what excuse the ginger bastard has after this. That's some strong words for Gingerboi from the former Warp 8 Hardcore champion.
Strong words, but not untrue. So many accolades for that man to be taken out first.
So it looked like the Funk was going for a wiggle on Kelly, but she slipped out before he could get it locked in.
Absolute crimson mask on Seth Jackson there, as both the Janitor and Whitney are going after him.
Well, Uzra did slam his head into that ring post. Looks like the Janitor trying to get some momentum from those ring ropes. At times, he can be deceptively fast.
Indeed. There's so much going on. So many great aspects about all these competitors. You forget what people can do pretty quickly.
And meanwhile, while Uzra is currently stunned, Kelly looking to go outside and clean some house on Funk.
Keep throwing some stiff right-hand shots there at the Funk.
And it looks like the Storyteller is setting up for something.
Ooh, with a big kick ending that striking combination there by Kelly. Kelly pulling the feet out from under Seth.
Did you notice the Storyteller was just staring right at you?
I'm glad I didn't.
Looks like, while we weren't looking, it looks like off camera, Uzra got eliminated by Kelly.
Oh my God. A size discrepancy between Uzra and Kelly. That is surprising.
And meanwhile, a 3 count and...
The Funk has been eliminated.
Looks like
Janitor
eliminating the Funk and now going after Seth and getting him.
My God, the Janitor on an
Seth
absolute
Jackson
tear
has been
here.
eliminated.
The Janitor cleaning house.
Doing what he said he would do, fulfilling those promises, taking out the trash.
But now this is interesting. So you've got the Janitor and Storyteller left, and the 2 Omega Club members who each have 2 wins. Oh!
Back fist from Kelly.
What a power bomb from the ring apron on the floor by Whitney Lee.
I don't think Storyteller's gonna tell his kids about that one. That looked like it hurt.
Still,
you have kids. Who does he tell stories to?
You're asking forbidden questions.
Oh boy. All right, we had a pin attempt there by Kelly.
No, now we have a pin attempt by the Storyteller.
Ref working overtime here.
Oh, he got her! No, he got Whitney Lee, sorry.
Whitney Lee has been eliminated.
Kelly's over here to our right, going to work on the Janitor.
One Omega Club member left, but it looks like it could very well come down to the Janitor versus the Storyteller.
Two have been side-eyeing each other this whole match. When they've gotten their hands on each other, it has been absolutely brutal. Let's see what Kelly can bring to this equation.
Well, while the Janitor is being targeted by the Storyteller, Kelly working on the Storyteller, and it looks like a moment of double teaming by both of them. Okay, everyone's just hitting everyone.
Everyone is just hitting them there. Oh,
that was
back and neck of Kelly being decimated, stretched over the knee.
Oh, just managing to get back in. And
Kelly getting a spite on the outside as these two barney against each other. Slobber knocker in the ring. The Storyteller takes a bit of a nap.
I think that was...
I believe that was the Janitor. Now busted open a little bit. He's going to have to clean up after himself now.
What a flip.
Ooh.
Okay. And she's telling him what he can kiss. Okay.
Yeah.
Classy. Oh, it looks like she was going for some kind of kick, but blocked by the veteran experience of the Janitor. Oh, Kelly.
That's what I've learned being here. Even my short time here, Jerry. Experience is everything in these matches.
Oh, absolutely.
Knowing where to be, what to do.
That's a pair of suplexes. Is she going to go for three? No.
Attempting to go for three. No.
Oh.
Vertical suplex. Absolutely beautiful vertical suplex.
And now the Storyteller going, nope. Super
kick. He is
kick.
mine. Super kick. Dropping him to the ground.
And it looks like Kelly was going to try for...
They both wanted a piece of the Janitor. Now they got to fight for it.
Getting brutal.
This match has been brutal. Headbutt there to Kelly.
At this point, it's just going back and forth so much.
Absolutely.
All right, let's see how this...
Could be anybody's game at this point.
Kelly is the only one still standing. Decided to go after the Storyteller, throwing him in the ring.
All three of these competitors have had an amazing showing in this match so far. Let's see who has more gas in the tank.
Well, Kelly has already hit an EFU on the Janitor earlier. Looks like she was trying. Yep, she's got the Storyteller on.
Definitely took a lot out of the Janitor. Just getting back in the ring now. And Kelly is not done with him.
It looks like he's not done with. Well, it looks like I was going to say he's not done with her, but he still seems to want to focus on the Storyteller. Oh, and a drop kick. I think she was aiming at the Janitor, but caught the Storyteller.
Those two want to focus on their beef, but doing a decent job at remembering that Kelly is there and a threat.
All right.
Oh!
Super kick to Kelly, and now a kick to the gut for the Janitor. And he was
going to work with those kicks.
Yeah. Janitor countered. At this point,
stiff left hand there.
Just a
knee to the gut.
DDT on the Storyteller. Oh, Kelly's going
absolutely
for the pin.
Planting him. Janitor.
Oh.
Wow! Contend with Kelly get the pin.
Been eliminated.
And now she's going after the... If Kelly does this, she is the queen of the showcases. But it is still against the Janitor.
Not someone you should take lightly.
I mean, former world heavyweight champion. Oh, again with her back of her head and neck on his knee. She manages to get out of it. Oh, drop kick.
That move always scares me. That could be career-ending. These athletes have studied each other. These athletes are prime and ready to take punishment like that.
Oh, and the janitor throwing her out to the outside area. It looks like he's going for a pinfall. Ref is trying to get into position.
Working on his cardio there. 1, 2.
This is the second time the janitor has been in the final 2 in a showcase.
Definitely got that experience to last.
Jess.
Ooh. Windmill slaps to the face. Absolutely brutal. Right jab there. Kick to the gut.
Oh, and
planting him.
Again, an EFU onto the janitor.
Those EFUs are really rattling his head there.
And she
took
did
him out for a while. And it did it again! The queen of the showcases! Ladies and gentlemen!
And your winner, Kelly!
Perhaps I'll give that bar a try after all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the manager of Omega Club with her 3rd showcase win, officially now our master of the showcases here on the Warzone roster, and the first big win of Apocalypse.
Skill in that vest, Jerry. Absolute skill.
Oh, well, that is a hell of a way to kick off a show. So it's, I'm getting a note from Pete. He's like, wouldn't that be boss of the showcase? Yeah. I would think so. So Michael, before we get into our next match, we have a little audio that we got that I'm going to play now. It involves one of the people we just saw in that showcase match. So, Michael, let's take a moment and hear from one Seth Justice Jackson.
Oh, brother.
The Jackson investigation firm is filmed live and on location. Viewer discretion is advised.
I've just been investigating, following every oil trail, following every ectoplasm trail, following every pixie dust trail. Or, well, I did make that one mistake. Hey, you, what the hell are you doing out this late at night? That store is closed. Oh, that's just a mannequin. I don't know shit. Yep, so other than that, it's been pretty perfect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to pay for those damages.
I
broke several windows.
He's an excellent paranormal investigator.
Uh-huh.
You know,
he mistook a mannequin for a... I don't know what.
Who hasn't made that mistake one time or another?
Me! I haven't, Jerry. I know what mannequins are.
Well, as my colleague educates us all on what mannequins are or aren't, it's time for our next match. The Outlaws were in the tag team tournament. One of their matches had to be postponed due to their attacking their opponent in the backstage area. A part of a long history of just despicable deeds from that pair. Running people over with cars, breaking into people's houses and stealing their masks, backstage assaults, disguising themselves as masked men and interfering in world heavyweight matches. So an ultimatum was laid down. If they were knocked out of the tag tournament, they would have to face a consequence, and here it is. They are about to have a match. if they lose this upcoming match, the Outlaws, CGR Killer and Theron Eldrazi, may not go after any title until after next Multi-Vania.
I don't like this, Jerry.
Well, why? Why don't you like it?
Being punished for being ruthless, for wanting to win? It's BS, Jerry, it's BS! You can't prove half the things they did.
Well, A, we can, and B, this is what they get. So they're going to face a mystery opponent, and it's next. Michael, let's head down to ringside.
The following match is a tag team match and scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, CGR Killer, Theron Eldrazi, the Outlaws.
And here they are. The Mercs originally debuting on Flashbang before being moved to Warzone because Flashbang general manager suspended them from Flashbang for life.
Just for having the determination and will to win to do whatever it takes. Despicable.
Also
despicable
for
over there.
Attacking people backstage. And in the case for the brutal assault on a MNW cameraman.
Those cameramen know what they're in for.
There's a union, Michael. They have a union.
Instead of a union, they should start wearing hockey pads. Maybe then they can stop complaining.
Look, one of them
whining
already got
like little
turned into a
babies.
werewolf. What do you?
Hey, I see that as a win.
Anyway, let's get in and see who I have assigned as their opponents.
And introducing their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Wonderball, Aiden Zero, and Leonid Sanchez. High Voltage!
They don't... Damn it, Jerry! They don't deserve this!
Actually, Aiden Zero specifically requested to be their opponent since the Outlaws were in the employ of Chaz Lee in his plot to unseat the World Heavyweight Champion and at the same time screw over High Voltage. There's a grudge here, and Aiden said, let me get my hands on those two assholes. That's an exact quote. Then there was
here. This could get violent. This could get dangerous for the Outlaws.
It could, and that is good TV. There you have it.
Punishing the Outlaws for having the will to want to win.
Aiden Zero, Leonid Sanchez, and Wonderball. Do you know what? And of course, these are guys, Wonderball and Aiden, having a connection, both having been screwed over by their former partner, Louis McDonald. Leonid just really happy to be in the faction. There you saw Aiden Zero talking trash to Theron and CJR.
Despicable. Absolutely despicable.
CGR starting out, Aiden starting out, and here we go.
This Aiden guy gets dropped on his head.
Well, you called that.
And I got my wish.
But Aiden Zero, a veteran of the ring, up, and the first neck breaker of the night. That, of course, being Aiden's specialty.
You have to admire his skill in the ring, but as a person, absolutely despicable.
Aiden Zero?
I mean, look at him.
You
trust a guy who dresses like that?
The rebel from a cyberpunk future come to our time to make the world a better place?
Listen, how do you know he's actually from a cyberpunk future? What if he's from an evil future, huh?
Well, he is from an evil future. He just happens to be one of the people fighting it.
Doubt it.
Double team effort by High Voltage. on CGR. Now Leonid in the ring. CGR still in the wrong part of town. Oh, but he makes... Oh, and here we go. Oh, just dropping his face onto the knee of the killer.
Face, and if you notice there, it really stretches out that abdomen. Gonna take some of the air out of you.
You know what? No one has ever doubted the skill in ring of the Outlaws. And now here's Theron Eldrazi. And he is, interestingly, the more boastful of the two. CJR Killer, very quiet man, just gets the job done. I would say one of the Outlaws' biggest problems is they get hired to do jobs and then Theron brags about them.
Listen, if you're as good as Theron is, you're allowed to be a braggart. Yeah. CJR Killer, once again, just a cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, but you asked, how do we know that the Outlaws did these things? Theron admitted to everything.
Listen, he could be embellishing. I embellish my stories. Don't you, Jerry? Everybody puts a little bit of sauce, a little bit of extra.
Oh, hanging him up on the ropes. Aiden desperate for a tag to get his partner out of there. Oh, just smash right in the mouth. And vertical back suplex. And bringing him back up again.
Executed back suplex, indeed. Kick to the leg there, bringing him off of that vertical base. And taking him down.
I mean, I have to admit, that is... are we going to get one in the chamber?
The chamber calling it now.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That is the brutality
those
of
feet
Theron.
to the chest. Aiden Show jumping in like that, like the scumbag that he is.
Aiden showing his ring veteran status.
Did know when to break it up, I'll give him that.
That's how the game is played. Look, if you want, I can try and give you some more wrestling corner. And maybe would if you want, we can do a practice session, give you an idea what it feels like to be in the ring.
I'm not giving you an excuse to assault me, Jerry. This suit is too expensive. Listen, I'm probably worth more than than quite a few people backstage, but let's not get into it.
Sure, why not? And
in conclusion, right. Don't touch me.
There. After that, okay, hang on. I'm sorry, I'm losing the script here because I'm trying to parse what you're saying and watch the action. And tag by the Outlaws.
Tag made by the Outlaws.
You talked
absolutely
about
ruling this match, keeping their opponents in their corner.
Stretched
no
out
respite.
Stretched out and having his face stomped on, and then followed up by a drop punch and a drop knee.
They may be violent. They may be ruthless. They may be immoral, as some of you are trying to BS about, honestly, but you have to admit they have the skill to get the job done.
Oh, no, as we've said, no one ever doubts their in-ring skill. It's just, if they could just keep it in ring would be great.
They've subscribed to that life of violence. They know what they need to do.
And the Sandman's tweeting out on social media, he's asking, what is your worth, Montoya? Exact numbers.
Listen, it's more than you. More than your friends over there at House Caliban, all right? Keep my name out of your mouth, all right, Sandman? Just have fun and watch the show.
And, it looks like Theron might be setting up for the Serpent's Kiss. And he hits it.
Let's see him kick out of that one, huh?
The pinfall, 2, and a kick out by Aiden.
No!
I mean, we saw it. Yes, it happened. Reversal. Right now, though, Leonid trying to recover at ringside. Aiden effectively alone.
I'm not denying it. I'm just upset about it, Jerry.
And, stretching out that arm. Trying to wrench it out of the socket.
Locked in.
Right now,
tearing away at the ligaments in the arm across the chest there as well.
Outlaws right now been in control most of this match. Of course, the Outlaws have the most to lose right now. Aiden's just trying to settle a score. The Outlaws are fighting for their opportunities.
They're fighting to not be punished.
I mean,
that's what they're fighting for.
That's why it's called the punishment match, Michael.
Indeed, they're trying to prove that they deserve to continue to go after gold, unrestricted, unbound by the stupid BS rules that we have here sometimes.
A fury of blows by Aiden Zero, though, including just a slap to the face of Theron. All right, Aiden is stretching him out.
Stretching him out, arm around that neck. They're unable to roll out. That core strength used to flip out of that. Lock takedown.
Locking him into the corner. CGR trying to get into the action, distracting the ref so his partner can try and get a neck breaker onto Aiden. Here we go. He's going up again. Are we going to go for another one in the chamber?
One in the chamber. It doesn't any more times. It's going to be fully loaded. No! Nobody home!
And a drop kick from Leonid. And
another drop kick!
Leonid, nope. Taunt to body. Oh! Leonid got cocky and paid the price.
Ate a knee to the jaw there.
Oh, stunner onto the Outlaw. Knocking him on his keister again. Is there got one more in him?
Knocked him on his ass, Jerry. Say it like a man.
Theron tried to throw him out, but looks like, oh no. Oh, double axe.
Top rope, double axe handle.
And now Theron Eldrazi in trouble. The Outlaws looking at all of their title hopes going, oh! Only to have a Hurricane Rana in waiting.
Beautiful Rana there. Kick to the leg, taking him off that vertical base once again. Kick to the face.
And right now, Leonid all alone, Aiden Zero stunned on the outside of the ring. No one to help Leonid break up that pin. Oh! Aiden gets in just in time, but Leonid able to kick out.
CGR Killer eyeing him, waiting for him to try and intervene.
Luthez press on the Outlaw.
Grounded pound, flurry of right-handed blows there.
And, drop kick in the corner and Theron in the wrong part of town.
Those drop kicks have been very effective in this match so far.
And looks like Leonid heading up.
Ooh.
And,
dropping that elbow across the chest.
Oh, High Voltage wins! Aiden Zero cutting off CGR Killer.
Should have tagged out. He should have tagged out.
Voltage.
Well, there you have it, Michael. High Voltage gets a measure of revenge against the Outlaws, and the Outlaws are now forbidden to go after any gold until after the next Multivania.
Undeserved, Jerry.
Well, I can guarantee you this. The Outlaws are not going to be happy.
They shouldn't be. They were screwed.
Well, that is, of course, one way to look at it.
The correct way. That's the way to look at it, Jerry.
You know what? We can discuss this at length at a later time because we have a packed card and we gotta get on with the action. And
plenty of mayhem and violence ahead, Jerry.
And this is going to be choice mayhem and violence, Michael. I think you're going to like it because there is one thing that is legendary in wrestling for its brutality, for the damage it can do to a wrestler.
Backstage politics?
And backstage politics is a close second to Hell in a Cell. So we're taking some time for the cell to be gotten in place, there has been a rivalry that has grown between two of our fresh faces. Two men each up for Rookie of the Year when it's time for next season's nominations next month. It's coming up. That, of course, being the legend incarnate Beowulf and the undead soldier, Sergeant Major Cain. So before we get down to ringside for all the action as things are getting set up, let's hear from our competitors. First, let's hear from the legend reborn, Beowulf.
Haven't I ever told you the tale of me and Grendel? It is quite the story. It starts with my friend Hrothgar finishing construction on the Great Hall of Heorot. Celebrations were had, songs were sung. But the creature of darkness Grendel couldn't handle all the noise. So he attacks and slaughters multiple innocents inside the hall. Only a few of them survived, including Hrothgar and his wife. He sends word to me in Jotunland, and I leave toward Heorot with a few warriors. I stay up as my warriors sleep in the hall. The next morning, Grendel enters the hall. I attack. I fight him with no weapon as to be his equal. The fight goes on, and he strikes a blow to my face with his claws. My soldiers draw their weapons and strike Grendel to no avail. Finally, I tear Grendel's arm off of his body at the shoulder, leaving him to bleed out and die at the marshes where he came from, as I display the whole of Grendel's arm for all in Heorot to see in victory. Why am I telling you this? To remind Major Pain who exactly he is stepping in the ring with at Apocalypse. He wants to call himself the Grendel in this legendary chapter. He wants to try and be my equal. I don't blame those of you who think he already is. He did get lucky on a few occasions. But this time, luck is not going to be on his side. When I'm through with him, I'm gonna display his body high on that cage before I drop him to his doom. I will be the new face of fear when Apocalypse is done. Because I am the myth, the legend, Beowulf.
And now let's hear from his opponent, Sergeant Major Pain.
Well, this is it. The final curtain call. Gotta say, it's been fun, Beowulf. And if I'm being honest, you've earned a bit of my respect. A bit, so don't let it go to your head. When I heard you wanted this match, I was enjoying some downtime on a nice beach, sand between my toes and drink in my hand, and thought you lost what was left of your damn mind. But this turns out to be a blessing in disguise. I get a nice workout in, let the brass know what I'm capable of, and I get to take you on inside a cage. Bring your best shot, Wolf, and you better not fucking miss this time.
And with that, Michael, let's head down to ringside.
The following match is a Hell in a Cell match. Introducing first, Beowulf.
And here he is, the myth come to life, foregoing that mask.
I was gonna say, we haven't seen that face.
I mean, we have
For a
once
while.
before. He did go maskless at Multivania. It was before your time, but yeah. And this is, as he puts it, he only takes the mask off when it matters.
I'm glad he did today, because this match absolutely matters. Hell in a cell.
You see that structure hanging over the ring. Once it's down, anything goes.
It'd be absolute mayhem incarnate.
And introducing their opponent. Sergeant Major Cain.
Sergeant Major Cain is oozing confidence in that promo.
He is, and coming out, he's got a bit of an upgrade to his ring kit.
He definitely looks prepared.
Prepared, ready. He is. Let us remember that in their best, he right now has 2 cumulative wins over Beowulf. Beowulf did of course pin the Major in a showcase match, so Beowulf's looking to even it out. Cain's looking to put Beowulf behind him.
Stay on top. Put an opponent behind him. Get ready to move on. Let's see though. Like he told Beowulf, let's see if he can take his shot. See if he misses this time or if it hits its mark.
Of course, to get here, they had to team up in a tag team match. Earn this opportunity as a cohesive unit. But now that's all over. Oh, Beowulf right off the bat with a back suplex.
That just proves these men are professionals through and through.
That I can agree with.
They can put all that aside and work together with all that seething hatred boiling beneath.
They had to win that match to earn the right to get this match in a steel cage. Something they both wanted.
If you want something badly enough, you'll do whatever you can to get it.
And right now,
Ooh,
snap in the neck. That hurts. Let me tell you, that hurts real bad.
yeah, the top of someone else's head, tweak your jaw like that in your neck.
Oh!
Ooh, straight for a low blow.
Did we mention this is a no DQ match?
Oh, that one caught the Sergeant Major by surprise.
Oh, and then an atomic drop.
Atomic drop.
Oh, and outside the ring, but still in that brutal. This is actually the worst place to be because that cage can become a weapon in and of itself.
It's like Beowulf took his words to heart. He has taken a shot, and so far he has not missed.
And knocking the Sarge into the cage.
Into the cage and onto that floor there. Well, there is a bit of covering. That's gotta hurt.
Again, yeah, those mats, it's better than that lava rock we normally have.
Yeah, no, my feet feel not on fire today.
The rock is not actually on fire, Michael. I keep telling you.
Well, it feels like it. It's a psychological thing.
Oh, just...
Ooh!
Oh, Beowulf absolutely in charge at this moment, constantly knocking the undead soldier into that cage.
That thin metal. You hit that with enough force, that's going to tear into your skin. That's going to cause some major damage. Major Paint sending back into the ring.
And now he's setting up for something. Oh, are we going to see our first blitzkrieg of the match? We are!
Ooh!
The blitzkrieg. And only a 2 count, though.
Only a 2 count. So far, both men have gotten 2 counts.
Again, these two have fought enough now. They know each other very well. They are, at this point, I honestly believe it could be anyone's ball game. Now covered by Beowulf.
Absolutely could be anybody's ball game.
Just 1 count that time. just wrenching him.
Wrenching on the arm, the back of the
hawk
shoulder
shot.
there. Got that leg locked in.
You're kidding me!
Already!
Unbelievable!
Winner,
Unbelievable, Jerry!
Beowulf.
Takes off that mask when it matters, and it mattered today, Jerry!
Beowulf vowed he wasn't going to lose again to Sergeant Major Cain, and he made good on his word.
Be some sort of record time for a Hell in a Cell match here.
I think he spent most of his time, if you go back and look at the tape, I'm pretty sure we'll see that when Beowulf was throwing him into that steel cage, he was focusing on that left arm.
Tenderizing it up, and then he just wrenched back on it.
Yeah, and then, softened him up for the hawkshaw.
And that's not just pulling on his muscles and ligaments. That must have been a problem on the joints.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we have our next match, Michael. This is just something else entirely. Because this next matchup, in a lot of ways, is due to somebody caring about a friend and wanting to help him. The year that Vinsmoke Sanji spent in the influence of the hat, that was a year of pain, of turmoil, and even though he has had that hat ripped from him, there are still clear signs of that abomination still having influence on him. So much so that his former Omega Club faction mate, his former friend Burnout Vaughan, wants Vinsmoke to go see a special doctor to rid him of the last vestiges of the hat. Well, let's go hear what Vinsmoke Sanjay has to say about that.
Well, looky what we got us for now, ladies and gentlemen of MNW. Burnout Vaughan thinks that he can help me with my problems. There's only one thing wrong with that, my friend. I don't have any problems. I'm not cursed. The hat is dead and gone. Y'all seem to think that's still connected. Well, it ain't. See, everyone is just scared and jealous of what I can do when I'm not inhibited by everybody who seems fit to screw me at every turn. I was on top of the mountain, and I will be again soon. Y'all just wait and watch it happen, 'cause as soon as I'm champion again, I'm sitting back on that mountaintop, watching people crawl and scratch to get to me, only to have me give them a smoking gun back down to the bottom. Burnout, I'm gonna have to hurt you in ways I haven't hurt anybody since I took out Ozeki. And we all know what happened to him, right? Be prepared, Burnout. My guns are locked and loaded and ready to fire. You best not miss come Apocalypse. Have a nice day.
So with that, it's time to head to ringside and see who's going to win out, the Boozy Brawler or his former faction leader. Let's head down to ringside, Michael.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is the Boozy Brawler, Burnout Vaughan.
And here he is, former two-time world heavyweight champion and current member of the Roughnecks. His teammates in the Roughnecks, the Toxic Wastelanders, defending their unified tag team championship later this evening against the Cinderella story that is Shoot Nation. But right now, Vaughan has one goal, and it's a strangely humanitarian one. He wants to save his old friend.
You know, a bit of a waste of his determination and ruthlessness, if you ask me, but that's one of the things I admire about him.
Well, let's not forget that after Burnout lost his first run with the World Heavyweight Championship, he was hospitalized for months, and Omega Club, including Vinsmoke, rallied around him, even donating a bone to help heal Burnout.
Something I didn't know about, but
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
It's a bit of history.
And introducing their competitor, Vinsmoke.
And here he is, former world heavyweight champion, former leader and founder of Omega Club, Vinsmoke, who anyone who remembers Vinsmoke from before the hat, you can just look at this man and see how he's changed.
But he claims that he's in control.
He claims that, but he's not been the same since. He's won titles since the hat, but he hasn't been able to hold on to them. He's been erratic. I think Burnout's right. This is a man who needs help, and Burnout's doing what he can because he hates to see this man who stood by him in his lowest hour still suffering.
Jerry, that's for a professional practitioner to decide. So let's see if we can send this man to a doctor.
That's what we're going to find out. If Burnout wins, Vinsmoke has to go see the special doctor who Burnout claims can remove the last vestiges of the hat from his system.
It's possession and mind corruption covered under our healthcare, Jerry.
You'd be amazed what multiversal healthcare covers.
Yeah, no, I got to the part of the list where it said plasma burns, and then I stopped reading.
Oh, did you read up on the lactotanks? You should read up on the lactotanks. Meanwhile, let's get into the action. Oh, and Vinsmoke and Burnout both coming out, countering each other and hitting. Problem here,
vicious attacks.
Vicious attacks, but two people who know each other very well. Burnout came into MNW a fierce competitor, but he learned so much from that man right there. And because of it, he has held championship gold and has become one of the main event players on Warzone. But
a lot of history between these two men. A lot of emotions flaring up here tonight.
Oh, stomping on his hand.
Just stomping on the hands.
No regard for their past friendship from Vinsmoke. Again, Vinsmoke says he doesn't have a problem.
You know, this could be the hat, or this could be simply a new lease on life. You never know. People change, Jerry, and sometimes they change for the better. Sometimes they change for the worse.
Covered by Vinsmoke, one, and just a one count kick out by Burnout. And Vinsmoke just yelling at him to get up.
Absolutely screaming at him. Ooh.
It's hard to watch knowing how close they used to be. Now, even before the hat possession, Vinsmoke was having issues. He would pick fights that just didn't make sense, putting Omega Club having to fight battles on multiple fronts, to the point he actually disrespected Minoru Suzuki.
Is that a big deal, Jerry?
You've never heard of Murder Grandpa?
Kaze something,
yes,
Nancy.
Yes, that
guy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But even got a dirty pin Victor on him. But the point is that after the hat, things got worse. It's like the hat amplified all of the worst traits of Vinsmoke.
Well, that depends on what you define as worse. Seems like this match is exiting.
They're taking it
out into the crowd. We urge the fans to be careful and try to stay as far back from the rest of this as possible.
Already to an 8 count. Burnout going in to break up the count. And Vin joining him. If Burnout had won by a count out, that would have counted for the stipulation. So that was some strategic thinking from the one-man bar fight.
Yeah, perhaps trying to win this in a way where he doesn't have to throw violence upon his friend.
Possibly. All right, hit Vin. Who was Vin pointing at?
Ref? Possibly, I don't know.
Maybe the ref. That's it. It's like he was talking to somebody who wasn't there.
I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but we have two people. There's so much emotion into this match.
I think
perhaps
Burnout's
a reluctance from
leg caught the side
Burnout.
of the table.
Yeah, his head did catch the table a little bit there.
Back in the ring. Again, only place this really can be won. I mean, that outside of a count out, which I don't know that would be enough to convince Vince. I mean, a lot of this is Vinsmoke having the agreed. I don't want to give Vinsmoke any reason to say you didn't actually win. And
perhaps he called for this match to see if, he proves it to himself. If he can hold it together and win against someone like Burnout Vaughan, can prove to himself that he's fine.
Maybe. Also, I'm hearing Vinsmoke shouting out, "Come on, Vaughan, I thought you were better than this." Just taunting him.
And get inside the head. Though I think both these competitors are already inside each other's heads.
I again, cannot emphasize enough how well they know each other. But
seems like they always have one step ahead of each other, keeping it neck and neck.
Oh, speaking of neck.
Speaking of necks.
Oh, neck breaker.
Exactly what I was thinking.
All right.
Vicious neck breaker.
What is Vaughan setting up for now? Because he looks
softening him up there.
Planning something. And
tenderizing the meat of Vinsmoke.
Yeah, but reversed by Vinsmoke. And now where are they going? What's happening?
Some disrespect there from Vinsmoke. Giving him the old crotch chop, you know what I mean?
I mean, that's an Omega Club classic, to be honest. Reversal by Burnout. Cover. Is this going to be it? 1, 2, and a kick out by
Vinsmoke. Out at 2.
We haven't seen any of the signature moves of Vin yet.
This match has just been absolutely brutal.
Yeah. In fact, neither man has really pulled out. We haven't seen the smoke break. We haven't seen a firing squad. Nothing.
Relying on special moves too much as they are, just absolutely decimating each other, trying to cause as much pain and damage as possible.
And got him down again. What's Burnout going for a pinfall?
The emotions flaring up into carnage, going for the pin.
Just
another kick out at 2.
They are neither giving any room for the other. Both determined to win.
Break of the eyes there.
I mean, you do what you got to in a case like this.
And Vin to the corner.
Now Burnout just staring at and squeezing at that mask. The hammer strike.
The hammer strike dropping him down.
Going for it again. Looks like, yes, he is. That's 2.
Ooh, absolutely trying to tenderize him, just softening him up, playing to the crowd a little bit, trying to recharge his batteries mentally.
I mean, no matter what, that's still Burnout Vaughan. And a break to the eyes and a drop kick by Vinsmoke.
Vinsmoke not letting that head trauma get to him.
A little bit of a disadvantage here. Burnout is these days a little less susceptible to concussions.
Huh, really now. Why is that?
Apparently his doctor, something about biological shock absorbers were installed.
Huh.
I don't pretend to understand this mad science stuff.
Yeah. I mean, why would you? You're a wrestler. Or were a wrestler.
Hey, once a wrestler, always a wrestler. Just can't take the bumps like I used to anymore.
Oh, all right. Nah, I see you give a noogie to someone backstage every now and again.
And
you tussle. I've seen you tussle, Jerry.
Burnout Vaughan trying to wear down Vinsmoke so he can get that pinfall and get his friend some help.
Can't ignore that count, though. Gotta have that ring awareness.
Count ever present, but these are 2 veterans. They know the count. They hear. That's only up to 6. That's actually a lot of time outside, but now we're into the 7th count. Off the ring post. Now you're getting into desperate territory as far as the count goes.
High emotions and broken relationships can wear down even the hardiest of veterans, Jerry.
On the 9 count, they break the count. They took as much time as they possibly could outside.
Proving their veteran status.
And Vin's like, no, whatever you're planning, I don't want anything at it.
Wants no part of that, heading towards ring post. Look like,
reverse Russian leg sweep and a kick to the face to follow.
Not only is that a shock to the body and tailbone, that if you hit on the back of your head, that can really rock you.
Just working on a lot of Burnout Vaughan's moves aren't going to work as well. He depends on, that right arm to get a lot done.
Right arm, those strikes. They may be suffering for all that punishment.
But also
the stomps to the hand in the beginning.
Also, it's going to be really hard for him to do a smoke break or a drink your dinner.
For the trip. That is a desperation move right there, slowing him down with that trip, changing the pace of the match.
And then sometimes that's the best you can do is slow things down.
Both these men, absolute masters of keeping the match at the pace that they want it to be. That's why this matchup has been so brutal.
And just smacking him. Oh, and Vinsmoke
those right hands to the head. Headbutt.
Now, just at this point, we talked earlier about how well these 2 know each other. At some point, it's got to be the question, what's it going to take?
It's going to take emotional fortitude. It's going to take strength.
And it's going to take a 3 count.
And who knows, it might take a little bit of possession or corruption to keep a certain competitor going, possibly.
Atomic
drop.
Oh, but a leg sweep, and Burnout's down, and reverse clothesline. And I think he may have rung Vinsmoke's bell with that one. Vinsmoke's not quite. But again, wily veteran Vinsmoke. Sometimes all it takes is a quick punch.
Change the pace of a match up there.
Vaughan is down.
On the defensive now.
Looks like Vinsmoke's taking a bit of a victory lap. That may be premature. You never count Burnout Vaughan out, no matter what. Reversal. Let's Vaughan go. Just
like you said, Jerry. That run out of the stomach. Ooh!
slamming him into the mat. At some point, and again.
Picking up that face once again.
Trying
to beat the hat out of him.
I mean, if he could, I'm sure he would. Up. An elbow to the gut and a knee to the gut.
I'm sure if you hit someone hard enough, you could punch anything out of them, Jerry.
That would be interesting. I wonder if I could punch the arrogance out of you.
Back up.
And, just slamming him down.
If I fought you, I would get hurt, but then you would be sued.
That's why there's a little bit of grading between us. All right, Vinsmoke stalking his prey.
Putting all of his weight onto the neck.
I mean, that's just... Because if you take out the ability to swivel, you can't... I don't know if you've ever had a pinched nerve. You can't swivel your head. You pretty much can't do anything.
Ugh. I guess he was checking if that rough neck was a tough neck. Ooh!
And now, where are we going? What are you planning now, Vaughan? Elbow to the chest. That'll knock the wind out of you. Getting hyped up.
Feeding off the energy of the crowd. So like Burnout Vaughan to do, even at a time like this. He needs it now more than ever. Ooh!
I think he just busted him open. Now he's going for a pin. Is that going to be enough? 2 and a kick out. All right, and now Sand one more time. What's he got? Oh no!
I'm going
What's
for it
this
again.
Gonna be?
Oh boy!
Are we about to see? Are we about to see?
Oh!
All right. Punch down. What do you got?
Absolutely brutal strikes from this man.
Going for the pin again.
Framing it up.
Is that gonna be enough?
1, 2.
Vinsmoke is not giving up.
He is not done. He still has more left to give. Is that from his own will, or is that from the will of the hat?
What? Oh no! Here it comes! And smoke break!
Break! Smoke break!
Is the smoke break going to be enough?
1,
2,
3! He did it with the smoke break!
And your winner, Burnout Vaughan.
Guess we're going to be able to find out, Jerry. We're going to find out what kept him going through that match. If it was the hat or his own will that kept him striving, kept him fighting through that match.
Well, what we know now is stipulation of the match. Vinsmoke has to go see the specialist that Burnout Vaughan has contacted. And we'll see if that can get rid of those vestiges of the hat.
Hopefully it's normal medical personnel. We have a habit of hiring terrifying medical personnel here at the MNW.
I mean, we have a lot of people who specialize. I mean, we have a doctor of albinomics. We've got a geneticist. For a while there, we had a ear, nose, and throat guy.
Well, you got to make sure that everyone has studied up on their basic albinomics.
Seth Jackson Maximilian Thunderthighs kept trying to convince us he was a pediatrician.
That man has never picked up a book in his life.
So, you know, there's a lot. In fact, speaking of Maximilian Thunderthighs, now, a lot of people asked, was Max going to be on today's card? And they're just, the card is so stacked, we didn't have enough room for him. However, just because we didn't have enough room for him doesn't mean we haven't heard from him. So actually, right now, let's go and hear this interview. Let's call it an interview that occurred with Maximilian Thunderthighs.
Good evening, this is Ryan Bellaveres of the Wilson Observer newsletter, here with a surprisingly not Wilson son of Will, but the returning fan and absolute bootlicker of VIP, Maximilian Thunderthighs. Mr. Thunderthighs, is it true after the generous donations supported by VIP, you have finally come back to your senses and once more become the appraiser and fan of VIP and all of its glorious members, including Wilson, son of Will?
Why, Ryan, I truly was blind and stupid, but thanks to the generous donations of one VIP, I can now see the skills and tactical brilliance that is the entirety of the Glittering Gold team. Praise be to Wilson, praise to be Ausir, praise the Beef and Sam and the Doctor of Albinomics.
And with the apocalypse on the way, VIP's very own Ausir Turan will be fighting against Daverman. Any advice for this low-born superhero to try and best the VI Pharaoh?
Please tap out quickly, Daverman. Please, I'm begging ya. Just tap out.
And what are your thoughts on the feud with Wilson and Juan Chance?
I think Wilson's toupee size is a 2, so it should be easy to remove.
Oh! Now, Mr. Thunderthighs, stick to the code. Don't shift the code. Don't shift the code. Don't shift the code. Now then, what were you saying about Wilson and Juan Chance?
Praise be to Wilson to remove the blight of Juan Chance and send Juan packing so he can go from being a jobber to jobless.
Much better. Well, this has been Ryan Bellaveres of the Wilson Observer newsletter. Good night.
Yeah.
I have a subscription to the Wilson Observer newsletter. Comes to my door every morning.
Yeah, I have one. I never signed up for it, but I'm getting one.
Oh, you got yours for free? I'm paying for mine. And I'm glad. I'm glad VIP is knocking some sense to Maximilian Thunderthighs. He knows where his bread is buttered now.
With that, it's time for the first of our championship matches on today's card.
And gold.
It's gold, but it's also grudge. Long before you came here, Michael, there was a time known as the time of the Inquisition, when Inquisitors from outside the multiverse came and wreaked havoc on MNW, imprisoning many wrestlers, killing a few, and it turns out that they came here, they were summoned by none other than the Allfather, Arcolf. And the first person imprisoned, and the person imprisoned the longest, was the Dwarven Prince, Dagrik. Now that Dagrik is the Warpgate Hardcore Championship, when I told him he could have any opponent he wanted, he chose Arcolf, the man who is the first and largest name in the book of grudges of Dagrik. So with that, it is now time to head to the ring and see this grudge match for the Warpgate Hardcore Championship.
Let's do it, Jerry.
The following match is a Warpgate Hardcore Championship title match. Introducing first, representing the Murder Cave, the Allfather, Arcolf.
here he comes out to ring the entrance ramp area. Arcolf, member of the Murder Cave, the man
Someone
who,
you do not want to tangle with.
well, even in my prime, I would have questions about going after this man. The man who was at one point the gatekeeper of the multiverse. The man.
Is this a wise choice for Dagrik? Possibly not.
Dagrik has a grudge, and that means everything. So this man, who now is a member of the Murder Cave, and of course his faction mate Grizzly Adams will be going after the World Heavyweight Championship in our main event.
Let's see what a plucky Dwarven
And
spirit does
introducing
against.
their opponent and Warp Gate Hardcore Champion. He is the Dagger. Dagrik.
And Dagrik coming down in that Dwarven armor, wearing his war paint.
He's earned that belt, that hardcore championship.
He absolutely did in a brutal match with McMorgan. And now he is getting his hands on someone he's wanted to face for a long time. A person he thought was out of his reach when Arcolf went to Flashbang. But the formation of the Murder Cave brought the Allfather back. And now Dagrik has a chance to cross his name out of the Book of Grudges.
That name will be crossed out. Well, let's see if he's losing that shiny piece of, well, that shiny championship he's got there.
Here we go. Now the traditional facing off of the opponents in a title match.
I'd say staring daggers, but I feel like everyone's already made that joke.
There you have it. The Allfather, the gatekeeper, the man who is responsible for so much pain in the multiverse. And the Dwarven Prince, the Dagger, Dagrik, a man who spent months in the Inquisition prison and has now reached to hold championship gold. And he is a crowd favorite. Everyone knows, the MNW faithful know the history here, and they are all holding their breath to see if it's going to work.
I think the championship belt there.
And there's the ref raising the belt. And one last chance to stare each other down. And we're off.
Or fist fly.
Oh, no. Dagrik starting out strong.
Going straight for it.
He may be wanting to cross this name on the Book of Grudges, but he also knows what a threat Arcolf is. Arcolf is a veteran and one of the most well-respected wrestlers we've had.
Absolutely. If you're Dagrik, you cannot give this man room to breathe. You cannot give this man room to operate.
Not a bit. And tweeting out on social media, McMorgan, kick his ass, Dag. I want my rematch for that belt. And with those encouraging words from his former opponent, Dagrik definitely taking it to the Allfather.
Who knows? He might get another shot at that belt, but it might not be against Dagrik. Who knows?
It's possible. I mean, that's the risk. I mean, Dagrik knew the easiest way to get Arcolf to face him in the ring was to dangle a shiny prize in his face. No wrestler can resist the lure of championship gold.
Hey, even I think those things are pretty. And they mean quite a bit too, obviously, to the athletes here.
It means everything. It means you are listed as one of the best. And now Dagrik just taunting the Allfather. That's a dangerous strategy.
Absolutely a dangerous strategy.
But,
that also might, catch the Allfather by surprise. He has the audacity to taunt him to his face. He's still on the ground here.
Series of chomps and then bringing that knee down on the inner leg, stretching his legs out.
Like roughing up those thighs, the power there. That's where the power for all the strikes comes from. It's that legs and abdomen.
Well, in Dagrik's case, spite.
Indeed.
And up.
And Dwarven chutzpah. Oh!
A hammer strike from the Allfather. This is where it's problematic. Yes, Dagrik is a dwarf. The Allfather is something else.
Something else entirely. And just like I said, he gave him a moment to breathe. And now he's unleashing this flurry of blows and absolute mayhem.
And now
throwing him around like a rag doll and stomping on him.
Looks like Arcolf may be trying to summon a little bit of berserker rage.
Oof, right hand. Taking him down to the outside, dropping him like a sack of potatoes.
That is not, and of course, this being a hardcore match, there's no count out. They can stay outside as long as they want. Just blow after blow from Arcolf. Uh-oh. And now it's time.
Oh, boy.
I mean, it's a Warp Gate match, and what is... Oh, he's got a baseball bat.
He's got a baseball bat. Oh! Dagger parrying that with a strike of his own.
Absolutely countered by Dagrik. And
Dagrik, not a stranger at all to these hardcore matches, saw the weapon, eliminated it immediately.
But Arcolf's now got the worst thing you could have, the clown killer itself, a chair.
Steel chair. Hey! Oh my god. Oh my. Hey! Watch it.
Bounce that off of our cage.
He's giving me dirty looks.
I mean, it is Arcolf.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like some people here don't like me, Jerry.
That was nearly dropping him on that steel chair.
Instead, giving him a knee to the face for his trouble, going for the pin.
And a kick out.
Simple knee to the face is not enough to take down the Allfather.
And looks like he's setting up. Well, I thought he was setting up for a neck.
Ooh.
Oh, that was on
the chair. Bit of a fake out there. Punch to the back of the neck.
Arcolf landing face first onto that steel chair.
That must have been an absolute shock to the system for Arcolf.
Oh. And if you're somebody with only one good eye, that a hit like that to the face has got to have you worried.
Indeed. That's absolutely a strategy. If you take away your opponent's vision, that does a lot.
And going for another pinfall. 1, 2, and kick out again by the Allfather. Not even a
Dagrik
2 count.
Getting back to that effective strategy of not letting him breathe. You cannot take time with this man. You have to stay on him.
Arcolf again being just rolled around, stomped, dropped, and now those
repeated elbows.
Elbows
to
I
the
think
lower
those are
back.
To the kidney. That is a painful area to hit.
Across the back and in those kidneys as well.
He's just raining him again in a hardcore match. You can just get away with that, and
that's going to be painful just to even stand up after that.
Oh. And a 2 count.
Still not enough to take down Arcolf.
So one Dwarven Buster later, and Arcolf is still standing. And flipping over the dwarf. Brutal. And now deciding to return the favor.
Absolute monster of a competitor recovering after something like that. Vicious showing by both competitors.
Oh! An arching... What is that? An arching small package pin combo? Reverse?
He arched the back. Went for that.
I'm not sure what the hell that was, but it was... deceptively agile man is the Allfather.
Indeed. He's thick, but he can still move.
Up and reverse neck breaker. And now just squeezing his head. Oh. And again, returning again, more of those elbows to the back. Oh, but a reversal by Dagrik.
I have to wonder if there's mutual respect here, if it's just mutual want for violence. Of course, you got that grudge.
I think the grudge supersedes everything for Dagrik, and from what I know of Arcolf these days, he's just offended by the audacity of the dwarf even challenging him. I think he picked him up by his beard and got him into that suplex position.
There's plenty to grab onto on both of these men. That'd be beard, hair.
Two count by...
Especially in a hardcore match like this.
You know, I don't want to speculate, but I do notice these two men have very similar hair.
No, indeed. I was just about to ask, besides the current tribute to violence that we're seeing. Two?
All right.
Who do you think has the better hair, Jerry?
I mean, you know what? You got to appreciate a dwarf's beard, always.
Indeed, indeed. Tearing apart the steps there. I mean, those steel steps in the ring. Arcolf hyping up the crowd. He doesn't see it.
That's a mistake.
Oh, no!
Oh, no! Oh!
Ooh!
Oh, God, he hit
just
his...
onto the edge of those steel steps, Jerry!
You know what we said about the
busting
eye?
him open!
I think he was trying to take your advice and take out that other eye.
The other eye!
Oh, reversal by Arcolf.
Knowing Arcolf, even if he took down both, he'd still find a way to wrestle and compete.
Oh, that was brutal.
Absolutely brutal. Down to the gut there. Still, look at Arcolf. Look at how well he's functioning, even after something like that. This man is an absolute brick shithouse.
And,
ooh!
Leaping reverse neck breaker. Let's call it that. On the outside. And oh no.
Going for that power bomb. Oh, sit down power bomb.
Power bomb banging his head off the back of the ramp.
He's on the edge of that metal ramp. His back of the head indeed bouncing off there.
Oh no.
Oh boy. It's table time.
He's setting it up. Oh,
indeed, it's table time. You know who gave us these tables, Jerry?
I know. Go ahead, you can say it.
Lowe's.
But why?
But why? Ooh! Absolutely
it's
wrenching his gut, throwing him on the ground.
It's like he's taunting him with that table.
He wants him to look at it. He wants him to see what he's about to do.
And Dagrik's decided he wants nothing. He wants to get it back in the ring.
He does want to take it back into the ring. There's still plenty of foreign objects into the ring that could cause a problem for either of these competitors. Massive left hand there. Ooh!
Oh, getting really close to that chair.
Really close to the chair at that takedown, yeah.
I think
send him to the outside, barely missing the table.
I think Arcolf's been regretting bringing that chair, and it's done more damage to him than to Dagrik.
Indeed. Dagrik, again, not a stranger to these hardcore matches. He knows how to handle those foreign objects.
Ringing the Allfather's head on the ring post, and now bringing the table into the ring.
Bringing the table into the ring. He has a different plan entirely. Let's see what he's going to do.
Okay, wait a minute. So, I don't like where that table is because it's kind of between the stairs. It looks like that quality material from Lowe's. The legs.
Yes. May have gotten some.
One, two.
Ooh, onto his head onto the table there.
And
still holding together.
Doing something with that table.
Well, we might have to have Seth Jackson check out our latest shipment from Lowe's.
He just gets pizza all over it.
I mean, that was going to happen to the tables anyway.
And Arcolf, so close. Almost ringing Dagrik's head off of that steel chair.
Oh, absolute banger of a lariat there. Taking the big man off his feet.
And
we're going to take a nice little stroll over here to the turnbuckle.
This is a bad spot for both men, depending on who gets the ability to get off a move. Because
It'd be either. If they start climbing to that top rope, it could be over for one of them.
I think you may have been prophetic there. And
Ooh.
Right
That's
through that
catching
table.
the edge of the table, that metal edge. It's reinforced there.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
That was the Book of Grudges.
Book of Grudges, absolutely a paralyzing move almost. Oh boy, onto the table, onto the table, onto the table. Oh my God!
And then that was the leaping stone stomp pile driver to
Leaping stone stomp pile driver. Oh my God,
Wait a
Jerry!
minute. Wait a minute. What happened there? That didn't look that didn't look like a kick out. I think Dagrik brought him back up. Dagrik's not.
He brought him back up. He brought him back up. He doesn't want it to end that way.
He doesn't want.
He's.
That may not have been the smartest move on Dagrik's part. Luthez pressed by the Allfather.
You can't be choosy with those victories. He held up with that. He held up with the count. He let him go.
And
definitely not a smart move. He had it.
Reversal by Dagrik.
Dagrik's still in control somehow.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Dagrik?
Dagrik.
Oh.
Dagrik, what are you doing? Oh! Onto the back!
Again.
Another one! Onto the legs!
And again, Dagrik apparently deciding that Arcolf hasn't suffered enough. Oh no. Oh!
Ooh.
Get what? Oh, and he decided again. No! He's still...
What does he want?
He's still not satisfied.
He's not done.
Oh no, what's this?
What? No. Okay. He's thinking about something.
Thought better of it. He's positioning that stair again.
You cannot give this man room to breathe, Dagrik. What are you doing?
At least that table's out of the ring. Oh.
Big strike there.
It might have been a mistake if Dagrik's not going for the pin when he had the chance.
Absolutely a mistake, Jerry.
Oh. Hurricane
oh my
Rana
God.
from the dwarf.
that was a nimble Rana from such a stout little man.
Bringing him up. What's he playing? Oh, wait a minute. The Book of Grudges. It's
my God.
Oh. Grudges.
On to the Book of Grudges. 1, 2,
and there
3. Oh my God, Jerry.
That's it.
He wanted to hit the Book of Grudges. He was not done. He wanted to end it his way.
And still, Warpgate Hardcore Champion, the Dagger. Dagrik.
Well, there's your answer, Michael. Dagrik wanted to end that grudge with the Book of Grudges. That was insane, and one of the most brutal. I mean, I've seen brutality in this company, but that was brutal. That was absolutely the Dagger sending a message to the Allfather.
How much piss and vinegar do you have to be filled with to get choosy with how you take down the Allfather? He said, no, I don't want to end it there. I want to end it on my terms, and he did.
He absolutely did.
Not only did he win the match, he won the match on his terms. That is incredible amounts of skill.
And we have tweeting out on social media, our Sawyer was responding to that match saying, grudge removed.
Yeah, throw that into the databanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been insane, and we still have a ton of matches to go. But as long a day as this is, we're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we will have another championship match for you. Hold on tight, folks. We're only halfway there.
Let me go.
Feel the warm, milky, healing, Jesus-powered goodness that is Lactatanks. Step inside or be thrown in forcibly by registered Anon after you've gotten the shit beaten out of you by multiple people in one wrestling match. We swear nobody has ever died in a Lactatank. What is the Lacta made of in the Lactatank? We have no fucking clue. but we enjoy it anyways, and you will too. Lacta Tanks, come feel our warm, creamy, healing Jesus goodness.
Multiverse, Nexus Wrestling's Warzone, Flashbang, and Fiery Line are all proudly sponsored by Enrapture Beauty. Our products, rather than using unnatural and harmful chemicals, revitalize your skin by boosting the natural elements already present and enhance your natural beauty so you too can love your best self.
It's morning in Multiverse, and rest of day looms, looking to break the weary like monster breaking human twig in wrestling ring. But there is remedy. Squash roast coffee, made from finest naturally grown beans for best wake-up energy. That's because every bean have 10 beans within. That'll be 10 times more big energy than competing brand. More than enough big squash energy to power through day. Squash roast coffee. It's big cup of good stuff. Now available in decaf. Oh, but there is need to come down from blood rage.
When you want the most detailed and violent-looking pictures of battlegrounds, look for Perfect Snap Photography. We do bar fights, wars, underground wrestling, and weddings.
My wedding dress, you fat harlot!
Remember, Perfect Snap Photography. It'll be bloody perfect in a snap.
You two can now wage war against the flabby wrestlers of MNW with your own exclusive Zako action figure. It comes with trios tag belt accessories and nut-kicking action. Pull the cord to hear Zako's famous quotes.
Get that microphone away from me before I shot up your...
The Zako Duo action figure, sold separately.
Whether you're working at home or giving your opponent work, we here at Lowe's are there for you. We're here with our sturdy tables and ladders that cease to exist if broken in half. We're here with rings that can stand up to even the most grueling of hoss fights. And when a locker room door is inevitably smashed by an angry lion woman, or a fiery undead leaves burn marks all over your paint, Lowe's will be there with a little elbow grease, a substandard 2x4, and a 6-figure bill. Don't believe me? Listen to these satisfied customers.
You know, I like Lowe's because they have tables that I can put pizza on because everyone else keeps breaking the goddamn tables.
This is Raphael Samson here to remind you that Lowe's brand lumber is subpar at best. You deserve better. And trust me, I would know. I worship a god.
Lowe's is great for tinkering with any hero gadgets.
Sometimes when executing wrestling justice, I've had to break down a few barriers and a few walls.
Oh, fucking damn it, Max, my wall!
Thank goodness I shop at Lowe's so I can get the best deal on replacing and fixing all the walls I break.
Lowe's. Do it subpar for more.
Why?
And now, a message from the brass. This has been a message from the brass.
Have you or a beloved faction member suffered from a preventable workplace injury, jobber discrimination, threatening lawsuits from VIP, or harassment from Trashman Jones? You may be entitled to financial compensation and physical retribution. If so, please call Gorewheel & Associates Law Firm to schedule an appointment. We handle all cases, whether they be civil litigation, criminal litigation, or a backstage beatdown. We understand it's tough out here in the Nexus, and you need someone to both watch your back and break the other guys. So call 1-800-NEXUS-DEFENSE. And remember, you don't pay a fee unless we get blood and money for you.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. And can you believe we're only partway through the show?
As the kids say, Jerry, we are having an absolute banger of a show today.
We are.
I was listening into those commercials, and it is always hard to interpret the brass. Very draconian.
Well, our next match this is a bit of an issue that happened. So recently, Cain, after a series of losses, was approached by the Sith Lord Exar Kun with an offer to become his apprentice. Now, Cain rejected that offer. And shortly after that, Cain was attacked in the backstage area the night he defeated Exar Kun by Erlking Wes, who had been sent over to Warzone from Flashbang due to a stipulation. Well, that led, obviously, to more issues, and challenges were made and accepted. And so now we will see Cain versus Erlking Wes, and it's happening now. Let's head to ringside.
Such a strange situation we find ourselves in.
It's always a
The
strange.
following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Cain.
And here he is, Cain. And it's kind of weird seeing, with all this going on, Cain's coming out solo.
Coming out by himself.
Guess Legion is letting him handle this one on his own.
Letting him handle it on his own. You know, that could have
Maybe
been
they're
requested by
back-
himself. Did he ask for it? Did he
Or
ask
they
them
could
to-
be backstage keeping an eye out for Exar Kun.
Probably. That'd be a good idea with someone like Erlking who likes to appear when he's not expected. Well, I guess we'll see. Things boiling over from last week into the pay-per-view.
It's been a hard road for Cain. Of course, he has his own issues because his ultimate goal, get his hands on Dr. Grimm, a member of Legion, a team who feels they've all not gotten the way they deserved, although a lot of people argue Cain the only one with a legitimate gripe.
Legitimate or not, gonna have to defend him.
Gonna have to get the job done now.
Indeed.
And let's
have to defend.
And introducing their opponents,
wait a minute. That's not Earl King's music.
That's
what Legion's theme.
Legion's. Okay,
Hell?
I guess they did decide to come out. Wait a minute.
he is the fake king, Erlking.
Wait a minute,
Jerry.
The hell's
Legion
going
came
on
out
here?
with. That's Erlking with Legion.
And that was Legion's placard. It's Legion. What the hell is going on? Why is Legion in Erlking's corner?
Legion. Looks like they've made an acquisition, Jerry.
Yeah, but then what about Cain? You know, oh god damn it. You know, Louis McDonald has a history of stabbing the partners in the back.
Well, I'd say in this case it's not getting stabbed in the back. I think he might have been replaced.
God damn it! Legion!
Suppose this match is they're trying out their new hopeful.
And Cain, if you look, Cain's just steaming.
He is absolutely 100% pissed.
Even here,
Meanwhile,
what
Legion
the fuck,
keeping
Louis?
keeping it calm and cool.
Legion, they're just ignoring Cain.
He doesn't even exist. Such a cold, I'd almost even call it messed up decision. But, who am I to judge? If you can get someone like Erlking Wes on your side, that is a big get, Jerry.
It's a big get, but the whole point of Legion was they were a group performed because they didn't feel they were getting a fair shake. And now they've got Erlking? The hell?
That's a man who can get you not just a fair shake, he can shake the whole damn tree.
And they're off. And right away,
immediately locking up.
Back suplex by the Erlking. Right off the bat, I mean, Cain's got to be reeling. I mean, Cain was prepared for a match, but he wasn't prepared for this.
He's got to be careful with seeing red, though, especially with an opponent like Erlking Wes, someone who is so clever, such a cerebral fighter. You cannot let those emotions get in the way of your victory.
No, you're right. You're right. And that's probably part of the plan here. Not only are they kicking Cain to the curb, apparently as a member of Legion, but also literally in this match if they have their way. Also tweeting out on social media, the OmniGeek, has Legion made an acquisition or has Erlking made an acquisition to replace his lost empire? I mean, OmniGeek, we don't know, maybe both. Oh, and there's the rep.
You never know with Erlking if that was purposeful or not.
I mean, it's Erlking Wes, you never know.
Yeah, but Erlking has had to start from square one here in Warzone.
Luthez pressed by Cain.
Throwing him down.
Pissed as Cain is.
One way to stop a cerebral wrestler like Erlking is to take that that brain of his and turn it into paste.
And now lock up by Cain. I mean, man.
On the waist of Erlking there. Back elbows. Able to break out.
Worst part, Cain is out here in Legion colors.
He is. He's representing for his friends, his family.
And here they're coming out with his opponent.
I'd say it's all business, not personal, but this is personal. This is as personal as it gets, Jerry.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And, I mean, Cain, how much betrayal can Cain take in one lifetime? He got his will assumed by Dr. Grimm. And then when Grimm was done with him, just left him on the roadside. Got shipped over to Flashbang for a while. Was brought back to Warzone with the promise of getting its hands on Grimm. That still hasn't really happened. And, oh, wait a minute. Are we going to see...
Has been beat down recently.
309. The 309 has been hit. That's 309. Spear by Cain.
Throwing
and he's going for a count. 1, 2, and a kick out by Erlking.
You know, that 309, it puts the entirety of his body weight just into the abdomen of Erlking Wes, knocking not just the wind out of you, but you got some pretty serious internal damage. Flying knee there.
And I hate to be the guy that said, I told you so, but the moment Legion formed, we were reminding people of Louis McDonald's long history of stabbing people in the back.
Long history of protecting number one, of looking out for number one, and that's yourself, Jerry. I don't like these words of betrayals and things like that. This is wrestling. You don't trust each other. You fight each other.
He sent his tag team partner, Aiden Zero, to Inquisition Prison just to earn a title shot. And now, pinfall 2. Nope.
Like you just told me earlier, Jerry, those titles mean everything.
It means everything, but is it worth betraying a friend?
To him? Absolutely.
Oh, no.
Absolutely, Jerry.
Oh, no. I think we are about to see... Yeah, here it is. It is the Wrath of the Goblin King.
Wrath of the Goblin King that's stalling there in the air, letting the blood rush to the head, making the impact so much more worse.
Now
so much worse.
Just drinking it in.
I'm so excited, Jerry. I'm getting overly verbose for this match.
On! Just slamming Cain down. I mean, in a lot of ways, this is classic Erlking. Just
Indeed.
when your opponent thinks they know what's going on, pull a swerve.
Is the best way to fight. That element of surprise, that always being one step ahead has served Erlking well.
Two.
On Warzone and Flashbang.
2 count. And actually, we're getting you're getting a response on social media from Carcharodon of all people. There's a difference between looking out for oneself and stabbing someone in the back, Mr. Montoya. Trust me, I'm an expert in that field. You've angered the sharp one.
Thing we're in a cage.
True. That. Oh my God. Just the core strength of the Fey King. Oh no. Are we gonna get another one? I think we are. We're gonna get a second Wrath of the Goblin King. And he hits
one. And worsening that impact, Cain staying in it.
And another from the Chocolate Zombie Graven says, kick his ass, Cain. The Chocolate Zombie, of course, having long-term issues with Erlking Wes. Oh! Facebuster.
A lot of history, a lot of hatred going on.
Not just squeezing on that shoulder, and trust me.
Wrenching on that shoulder, getting those fingers and those nerves.
Yeah. And bringing him back up. Cain is not giving up. He is not going to put up with this at all. He has been disrespected. And oh my God!
Oh my God! He is able to just take all the wind out of the sails of the Erlking.
I think there's something to be said for determination and rage on the part of Cain.
Absolute rage.
And your winner, Cain!
God, I'm so angry. He refused to go down.
And he's shit-talking Louis McDonald. You can hear it
to
from
his
here.
face.
He's not even focusing on tries. It's all at Louis.
He knows where that came from. He knows where that order came from.
Oh my God. And Louis earlier mocking Cain by doing his pose. Cain's reminding him, no, man, we'll show you how it's done.
There's all Cain.
The man of 8,602 moves, putting his opponent in his place despite the swerve of having been kicked out of his faction.
Could this new acquisition have been a mistake? Could this have been a mistake, Jerry? Who knows?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, let's not forget, the Fake King is himself very fond of saying, even when I lose, I win. Also, the Sandman tweeting out on social media, typical Erlking Wes, stacks the deck in his favor and still slips up. The more things change, the more they stay the same, eh? You know what? I don't think this is the end of the story. I got a feeling this is just the beginning. Well,
like we're winding up for
that was an
something
exciting
crazier in the future.
moment, Michael, and wait a minute. I'm getting news.
What?
The hell is going on? Something's happening backstage, and he did what? A freaking. Okay, hang on. We gotta go. So apparently, Exar Kun, as soon as Erlking Wes went backstage, went after him. So Erlking cast an illusion to make it look like the ringside area.
Oh gosh, this fake trickery. Someone call that idiot.
But this is Exar Kun, a man who went forth and offered to make Cain his apprentice to help him in his goal, seeing potential in Cain. And now you've had the Erlking screw him over. We saw weeks ago, this is making more sense now. We saw the Erlking do an attack on Cain backstage. That same show, we saw Trice of Legion attack Exar Kun. Now it all makes sense. How long have Legion been working with Erlking?
They've been chatting for a while, planning something diabolical.
It's absolute madness. And now
I don't like this Fey trickery. I don't like it, Jerry.
I think Exar Kun is going to have to rely on his power of the Force to see through this if he's going to get any chance of getting out of this. Security is, I'm getting reports from Pete that security are trying to find but they are lost backstage.
Seth Jackson going to have to help out, and I wonder if he knows anything that dispels illusions.
Somebody's going to have to go to the catering and tell him he's going to have to put the pizza down. That could take several minutes.
Yeah, that could take a while.
Oh!
And if he says, just let me finish, he doesn't mean a slice. He means the rest of the pie.
I think you're probably right. This is just madness.
Absolute madness. This is not just two dudes wailing on each other. These are two supremely powerful beings.
At this point, it's the Force versus Fey magic.
Kind of feel a pit in my stomach every time they make contact, Jerry.
And I think Erlking forgot that that garbage can was actually real.
Okay. That's not a real...
He even created an illusion of our cage.
Huh. Is that a threat or
maybe just attention to detail.
Well, we gotta give him points for that, but also let me write down Fey magic not work on trash cans. All right, cool.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert in Fey. I don't know this magic stuff. We didn't have, like I said, back in my day, the only thing I ever had to deal with was one sorcerer who had a golem. That was it. Okay, and he had a Sasquatch. Not Sasquatch Wing, a different one.
Oh, okay.
That was it. That was all we dealt with back in the ICW.
Just passing in and out through these illusions. That must be confusing, even for a Sith Lord.
I mean, that's
this strange magic enveloping you.
Gotta be
imagine.
I mean, at this point, we can't even see what's going on.
We can't. We can just see Erlking's smug big ol' head.
And we get getting a tweet out from Erlking's fellow Fey, Lady Catherine. I do not forgive. I do not forget. I wanted this read. I have no stake in any of this. Security can stay lost for a while. It's funny to watch them get lost.
Fey trickery. They do indeed love messing with mortals.
And of course, we know over on Flashbang, she's moved to round 2 in the tournament to determine the next contender for their heavyweight championship.
History between those two as well, that being Lady Catherine as well as Erlking.
Oh, and that is a knockout. Okay, we hear security is getting back there. So we're going to...
Better let them do their thing.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get out of there. So that was insane, Michael. Insane.
Salute insanity.
All right. Well, as we said, we are just at the halfway point. So let's see what we can get out. Our next match, now that we got that out of the way, it's time for the Big Oof Championship. And this is one that has a lot of people excited. Bartender has been the champion for months. He has been a fighting champion. Everyone's been behind him, including a massive win in an 8-man showcase match at Multivania, where he was able to go in and still leave as champion. But now he's facing a challenge of a different kind. Somebody that the crowd loves as much, if not more, in the form of the judge of the multiverse, Raphael Samson.
This could very well come down to who's cheering louder.
I mean, it could. So, and this, to date, this is Raphael Samson's first ever shot at singles gold. So with that, with those stakes, Michael, let's head down to ringside.
I don't believe my monitor's working, Jerry.
Oh, hang on.
Introducing first.
Hang on.
Raphael. Samson.
There he is. Hey, is that monitor working for you now, Michael?
Yep, no, I just had to jiggle it a little bit. Plug in the... This isn't HDMI, it's some weird thing.
It's called a twazzle.
A twazzle?
Yeah, we don't ask.
Ah, okay. How much is a twazzle?
And tweeting out on social media from Carcharodon again. I just want to say this, Bartender. I respect you, truly I do. So you better win tonight, because the next time I come after that belt, it'd be a great honor to take it off you. Of course, the Carcharodon being one of the men who challenged Bart. But right now, let's talk about this man, the member of the Outlaws, Raphael Samson, beloved of the multiverse, and also one of Santa's helpers.
Indeed.
But he has never even gone up, had a shot at singles gold. And
very unselfish man, very selfless.
He is. A lot of people have said it that one of the biggest crimes is never a tag championship, never a singles run. Gold has never adorned that waist.
Well, he's going to have the opportunity tonight to earn it.
So tweeting out from the gorilla position, Bartender, if I lose tonight, then I am glad it is to Raphael. He will carry it well. Again, this is not a grudge match. This is a battle between two men who respect each other.
It's not something
and introducing their opponent and Big Oof champion, Bart Ender.
There's the champ, folks.
A champion and the current leader of Nakama Worldwide, Bart Ender. Man has been a multi-time tag team champion, one of the inaugural trios champions, and of course, for almost, in fact, it is over half a year now, your Big Oof champion.
Held on to that belt for quite a spell.
And he has faced some stiff competition, including, as I said, an 8-man showcase match.
That he came out on top of that.
Against all odds, he did. He has proven himself, and at this point, it's win or lose, he can walk out of this match held high. And the other point, of course, I made, as we heard in that message he sent out before coming out, nothing but respect between these two men.
Nothing but respect, but that cannot boil down to lack of effort.
In some
they
ways,
have to take it to each other.
Yeah, you almost have to find yourself trying harder when it's somebody you respect, because it doesn't show respect to bring your B game.
Indeed. There is so many different angles here at Multiverse Nexus Wrestling. Only here would you see a match fueled by anger, a match fueled by such admiration and respect, all in the same night, Jerry. Right here on pay-per-view.
It is impressive, it is amazing, and we're happy to bring this to you. After this match, we still have we have still 4 matches after this one.
We still have plenty to go, folks. Plenty to go.
Like we said, stacked card. And
nothing like MNW, and yes, the brass do pay me to say that.
And it has already been an amazing night.
Indeed. Again, Jerry, like the kids say, absolute banger.
Speaking of an absolute banger, starting up with a scoop slam, Raphael taking it to
showing
Bart.
Off that power.
I mean, let's be honest. You basically have a high-flying cruiser versus a power wrestler.
Indeed.
and one of the big hosses of our roster.
One of the biggest hosses, man. This guy is an absolute thick wall of a man. You know, I'd trust it. You know, if I could just, you know, have him hold on to my money, I'd trust him with it.
Oh, sure. Why wouldn't
Ain't
you
nobody
trust
taking
this
it from him.
Well, he is one of the purest souls in the multiverse. I mean,
indeed.
You when you're chosen to be one of Santa's helpers, that's a rigorous vetting process.
Oh, now I don't like him.
What do you got against Santa?
Santa screwed me.
Look, being put on the naughty list is not being screwed.
I just wanted a Furby. I never got it. All right, anyway, back to the match.
All right. And Bart Ender doing what he would have to do to win this match. His game has to be to keep it on the mat, keep it slow, and wear the big man down. Although at times he's going to then have to kick it up by using bursts of speed.
He's going to have to use picking up the pace of the match to his favor.
Well,
if he can keep out of the grips.
What he can't do is let Raphael get any form of offense going, because then he's facing the power. Things like that. He's facing
things like that big right hand, indeed.
Or that.
Ooh! Gutbuster.
And now he's at the mercy of the power of the judge.
Getting slammed like that hurts when a normal guy does that to you. But imagine a man as massive as him, a knee the size of a...
I mean, it's...
Well, I don't even know what.
It's a bit of a tree trunk, you know.
Bit of a tree trunk, sledgehammer, what have you. It's gotta hurt.
And there you go.
Feeding to the crowd a little too much.
A little bit of a scissors roll-up, as it were. I was going to say, before that, yeah, Raphael is what the kids these days like to call thick.
Indeed. Thick. Thicker than a Snicker, Jerry.
I don't know. Oh, and the ref is down. Ref got between them. Not a good...
Got between them.
Okay.
Bart Ender rolled under the legs of the ref, taking him out.
All right, he just got knocked down. He didn't die. That's good. And now Bart rolling out, trying to get back to his feet. But Raphael's right there waiting for him, and a punch. And now they're out in front of it. It's okay. I'm sure they aren't going to damage the cage.
Should be fine. Bart Ender, another one of those cerebral athletes here on MNW.
Oh!
Very smart wrestler. Oh! Not only his head hitting that table, the edge of the cage! That's metal!
All right, and a drop kick from Bart. Again, Bart is going to have to change up between taking it fast and taking it slow. He can't let Raphael figure out a rhythm.
Pace of this match, that's where Bart Ender wins this. When it comes to slowing it down and doling out punishment, that's where Raphael Samson is going to absolutely exceed.
And Raphael getting him back in the ring. Rolling him over and going for the pin. Is this going to be enough? Two. Kick out by Bart.
Bart's got too much in him to let it go down that easy. Left hand actually staggering the big man.
I mean,
sending him to the outside.
The veteran experience of Bart Ender. You know, once considered a tag team specialist, much as Raphael is.
Did you see that DDT?
It was a tope suicida into a DDT.
So much momentum. Translating directly onto the head of Raphael Samson.
And again, taking advantage of his speed and agility.
Indeed. Those rapid drop kicks. Have you ever seen someone land 2 drop kicks in such quick succession? And a Rana!
There you go. That's how Bart Ender is going to win this. He's got to keep that kind of pace going, and into the barricade. Head off the barricade.
Head off there.
And into the ring post. There's no disrespect in saying he knows he's got to bring it to the big man if he's going to have any hope of winning. And Raphael understands that.
They both understand that. As we saw last week, there's nothing but respect and admiration between these two. Yet look how hard they're going. Look how professionally they are absolutely going at each other.
That is...
Putting all that aside to see who is the better wrestler.
Oh, Bart was looking to get another kick in, and Raphael anticipated it.
For the cover now. 1,
and
2.
Kick out.
Still not enough. Bartender really needs to try and get the cover on Raphael Samson. He needs to go for something big.
At this point, what I said earlier, he can't let Raphael get this kind of momentum, because if it does, Raphael is just going to wear him down with that power.
Raphael can absolutely throw him around like a sack of beans.
And now the punches. And kick.
Punches and a stomp. So much weight.
Again.
So much weight in that leg.
And
in the knee.
You got to if you can get your opponent stunned long enough so they can't realize they got to kick out. 1, 2. And a 2.
Still not enough. Bartender showing his absolute will to go on.
And Raphael praising. Let there be praise. Let there be praise again. Witness the glory.
Lord, sweet baby, or whatever his thing is.
Oh, sit down facebuster.
And a facebuster.
Bart going uptown. This is where. Okay, are we going to see it? Is this going to be the top shelf? Oh!
Ooh. Straight
that was actually
to
a
the
cutoff.
abdomen.
2. Is he going to get it? Oh, 2 count.
That was a very close there. 2.5, 2.9 even.
After hitting the cutoff, now what's he going to do? Wait a minute. Is it?
Setting up for something.
I thought we might be, I thought he was setting up for a last call, but I guess he changed his mind.
Changed his mind, or he just realized the sheer size of his opponent and took him too long.
Witness the power of Raphael Samson.
Oof.
And picking him up again. It's interesting. It may be hard to see. He's not using the mask. He's actually grabbing his head.
He's actually just the sheer grip strength on the side of the head. He's not using the mask to get leverage, like you said. Yeah.
Well, also lifting him up by the mask would be disrespectful, and that's not what he's going to do.
Because you're right. I would not expect that from Raphael Samson.
So doing it the harder way, just because it's the right way. Oh! Also, elbow to the knee.
How much harder is it for a man of his stature to pick someone up like that?
I mean, part of it, you got to think about the power that he has, but he also has it's a lot longer to lift. But he's got the leverage. I think that's really the point. It's all about leverage.
Yeah, he absolutely has the leverage. And he doesn't have to lift him up that far. A man his size, even from waist level, that sort of a drop is going to do damage.
Okay, coming off of Brett's rope for a clothesline. Now Bart has Raphael down, going for the pin. This is it. 1,
again, dropping that knee on the head. Is this enough?
Nope. 2 count.
Not enough.
But he's feeling like, and Raphael with an uppercut. Ooh. And a kick.
Absolutely devastating uppercut. What's he going for?
It's biblical proportion.
Biblical proportions indeed. Oh my God.
Oh, with the ref's telling him to back up. He's checking on Bart.
Back up. Checking on Bart.
And of course, Raphael waiting until he's got the all clear from the ref, and now he's going for the pin.
Now he's going for the pin.
2. And that was just biblical proportions.
Oh my God. He did it. He tossed him. Biblical proportions indeed.
And new Big Oof champion, Raphael Samson.
He did it, Jerry. The big man did it. He has gold for the first time.
No longer a man without a title. Bart Ender was a great champion, but now is the era of Raphael Samson.
The crowd is going absolutely insane, Jerry.
The crowd forever. If you listen carefully, you can hear chants of "You deserve it, you deserve it."
does indeed. Busted open, hard fought Bart Ender. He really brought it to him.
Well, again, that's the only respectful way to do it. And tweeting out on social media, the partner of Raphael, Samson, and the Outlaws, Sasquatch Wing, tweeting out, gets to his feet. Apparently, Samson is big oof.
You big hairy.
I mean, he's
guy.
You know, obviously, there's going to be some celebrating on the Outlaws side. That is for sure, Michael.
Gallons of coffee are going to be drunk today.
Oh,
gallons!
Hang on, let me take a swig of I got my Squatch roast right here.
No, I also got my Squatch roast. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I ice mine personally.
Oh, I like the lactic cream. Anyway,
not used
accolades coming out. Apparently, as soon as he got backstage, Bartender tweeting out, "All right, champ, let me buy you a drink for that. Was a great fight." Again, total respect between those two men, and not an ounce of bad blood. And nothing against Bart. He has been a phenomenal champion. But I think everyone can agree, if anyone was going to take that belt and run with it, it had to be Raphael Samson. And also tweeting out on social media, Maximilian Thunderthighs, you do the Big Oof's proud welcome champion from former Big Oof champion, Maximilian Thunderthighs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next match will be to determine who the next #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship will be. Of course, tonight, Grizzly Adams challenges Zako Duo for that belt. But Ausir Turan came forth stating that the only person worthy of going after that goal is himself. And he got a rebuke by the hero of MNW, Daverman. So the brass has determined that they will face off tonight, and the winner of that match will be the new #1 contender. Who do you like in this match, Michael?
Okay, even I know that VIP and the Sentinels have had some history, whether that be the Beef and Sparrow, you know, back in the tournament, or everything going on now, but I'd have to give it to Turan, VIP. They've been holding it down recently.
All right, well, let's see.
They got to continue that streak.
Let's see if you're right. Let's head down to ringside and get to the action.
The following match is a #1 contendership for the world title. Introducing first, one half of the Sentinels. He is Daverman.
Here wrestling when he should be out, stopping petty crime.
I'm sure that's
some kid's getting his bike stolen because you're here, Daverman.
I'm sure that's where Sparrow is right now.
Sparrow. That kid can't do much.
And tweeting out on social media is Maximilian Thunderthighs. Let's go, my Pharaoh. Please, Daver, just tap out.
Couldn't agree more, Max. Couldn't agree more.
You know that's not going to happen. And here he is, though, the hero of MNW, the man that ripped the hat off of Vinsmoke's head. Formerly known as Gingerboi before getting a promotion in his home universe. He is our hero, the man we need. It's Daverman.
The man who needs to tap out is who he is. He needs to submit before the will of the Pharaoh.
And introducing their opponent, representing VIP, he is the VI Pharaoh, Ausir. Turan.
And there he is, the leader of VIP, also known sometimes as the Collector, Ausir Turan.
Collect himself a superhero today. It may not be heroic, Daver, but you need a tap.
Well, he's not going to give up without a fight. And this man, of course, after it's not been going great for VIP lately. But after their really bad weekend with several losses on Warzone and then failing to bring the trios belts home, VIP has been turning their stakes around after a rousing speech by Ausir, and now here we are.
You know, your team has highs and lows, but even VIP's lows are still better than some people's highs.
We're off, and starting out Daverman, series of blows on Ausir. He knows you've got to be careful. Ausir is the most skilled technical wrestler in MNW.
Like they were trying to show off his own technical prowess as well.
I mean, nothing against Daverman. He's much more of a striker and a flyer, though.
Indeed. See, this is where it needs to happen. This is where it needs to happen, Jerry.
Well, that is the patented technique of Ausir Turan. Wear down your opponent's arms, setting them up for the trials of Osiris.
When he locks that in, David knows what he needs to do.
Working it again.
Marvelous showing. Just the calm, cool, collected, just skill of Ausir Turan is often brutally beautiful.
But tweeting out on social media, R. Sawyer saying, "Get him, Daverman. You're facing someone who lost to the Wiggle." That, of course, talking about that bad week of VIP, Ausir lost to Defunk and his patented move, the Wiggle. Although, to be fair, a lot of people have lost to the Wiggle. The Wiggle is a surprisingly devastating move. But back to the match at hand.
Very silly and pleasing to the eye, but pretty effective.
Twist Daverman taking it again to Ausir. This is how Daverman has to battle this. Don't get Ausir any opportunity to work on his arms.
Absolutely torquing him there with that twisting neck breaker. You could see after that, Ausir favoring his neck a little bit.
I mean, that's a smart move. Again, he's working on the head of
neck
the
and
Pharaoh.
head. Taking out that control center of a wrestler, you know, that's going to be effective.
But we're going to wait to see if we're going to see any of those signature flying moves of Daver. But right now, Ausir turning him over. Is this going to be it? Nope, just a 1 count.
He would have let him get the 3 if Daver knew it was good for him. Now he's just going to experience pain. Unbridled pain.
Looks like he's stretching that arm.
Stretching it out again, Jared, just like I told you. If you're not going to listen to Ausir Turan, he's going to make you listen. And if you don't submit, he will make you submit.
And now he looked like he was working on stretching him out, but Daver countered, and the ref suffered the results.
Indeed, that poor ref. Probably thankful for his functional immortality.
I would think so. Yeah.
Indeed. Elbow to the back of the head.
He actually put it on his resume.
That's a good thing to have on a resume, I'd imagine.
Especially if you're going to be a ref in MNW.
Indeed. I feel like that'd be required. Alrighty.
All right. Ausir bringing him up. Daverman countering with an uppercut.
Continuing to show his technical skills there, but who's going to win out?
That was all right. And Ausir saying, "Bring it, Lowborn." And
he brought it with that DDT.
He brought it and busted the Pharaoh open. And then a Inzaguri to the back of the head.
That enough, or is he simply pissed off the Pharaoh?
I mean, Either is possible. Another enziguri to the back of the head.
That might just give us here the motivation to lock in those Trials of Osiris even harder.
All right.
Let's see.
Up, and well, that is actually going to be...
Ooh.
That, I believe, was a single bound.
Single bound, swing on the neck.
Oh, working on him, working on him.
Tremendous leg strength and agility by Daverman. Gotta give him that.
1, 2, is he gonna go? No, a 2 count.
Ausir Turan with that in-ring experience.
Well, I mean, both of these men, veterans of the multiverse. This is not the first time they faced each other in the ring. Both highly skilled.
Ooh, that little kick to the back of the leg, changing up the pace of this match.
Again, that's the veteran awareness of Ausir Turan.
Indeed. And making Daverman pay for every drop of blood.
He's calling for it. Daverman with another uppercut. When in doubt.
Catching him with that uppercut, Rana!
And now he's got the Pharaoh on his back. And a facebuster.
Ooh, facebuster for his trouble.
Ausir getting out of the ring to give himself a moment to collect. Oh, and now he's
himself.
And
ducked under, kicks to the leg. Oh, taken out. Removing that vertical base of a high flyer like Daverman.
And now again, going back to that arm.
Working on the arm again, indeed.
That's again, classic Turan. All right, stunner from Daverman.
Meanwhile, Daverman just pounding on the head of Ausir Turan.
Standing backflip. Oh, where he? Okay, Daverman's going up. Oh, this looks like. Oh, okay. That I was wondering for a minute if we were going to get an up and away, but that was more of a rolling. And I thought that was almost it.
That was almost it, Jerry.
All right, Michael. Let's see what has he got planned next. And
Turan, absolutely covered in blood. That crimson mask.
All right. Putting him down.
Putting him down. Taking him in the back of the legs. Returning the favor on that.
Oh, well, and again, he's trying to take away that vertical base. Although most wrestlers say if they can't stand, they're done. Ausir Turan is very dangerous on the floor.
Disrespect with that standing moonsault. He's already down, man. Just finish him.
And there's face. All right. And going for the pin again. 1,
Ausir Turan,
2.
Does he have anything left?
Again, so much on the line. Whoever wins this gets to face the winner of tonight's main event. Oh!
An ever-changing situation here on MNW Warzone. You never know what's going to happen.
And, it looks like he's going for it. He was going for the trials, but Daverman had it scouted and got up, but it looks like it did a number on his arm. So, of course, going back to his kicking game. All right,
just decimating the head.
And again, Ausir wrenching that arm. That if Ausir knows that's his best goal, but Daverman not having any of it.
Ausir knows what he needs to do.
Counter over after counter after counter.
These two absolutely showing their smooth, buttery, greased Latin and wrestling that they love to do.
Ausir taunting the crowd, asking him if this is their hero.
And this is their hero.
Wrenching that arm again.
This is their hero on the ground in pain because of Ausir Turan.
1, 2, and a kick out. And, not expressing any frustration, Ausir just gets back up and starts working the arm again.
Gets back up. Dropped it on the leg there. Oh, boy.
Okay, the ref is checking on Daverman. And clears Ausir to continue the match, and right back to kicking him in the back. Stomp to the back.
Ausir respecting the rules, as always. Great competitor.
And again, wrenching that arm.
Still working on that arm.
I mean, Daverman has to get out of that hold Because if at this point with how he's worked that arm, if Ausir gets the Trials of Osiris off,
my God!
2. I was worried that was good. I thought that was about
Wrenching
it.
the leg there. Did you see that? Oh my God!
I mean, that was an impressive move by Daverman.
Returning the favor, Daverman. Stepping on the arm like that with the elbow wrenched back. That's going to pull stuff under your armpit there, and that's going to make it impossible to strike.
And more importantly, setting up for one of Ausir's patented submission moves. At this point, we just have to wonder what we're going to see.
Both men here taking plenty of punishment.
Looked like Ausir had the momentum for a second, but Daverman pulling out all the stops, stomping on the Pharaoh. Ausir again, wrenching that arm.
Still wrenching on that arm. I don't know how he's getting back with these strikes, Daverman.
I mean,
those arms must be jelly.
I mean, if you're a superhero, you've got to practice working through the pain.
Indeed, and he's in plenty of pain. Ooh, across the chest of Ausir Turan, bringing him to the ground.
Now he's bringing him out. Okay, and again, that standing
moonsault.
Strike,
standing moonsault.
Okay, he's outside the ring. He's going to, okay, he may be going up for an up, and away.
Hyping up the crowd. But is that giving Ausir a chance?
Standing up, and yep.
Ooh!
And now what's he doing? Okay, sizing him up. Repositioning the Pharaoh. And then just working his leg. So
dropping elbows on that leg.
If Ausir
pretty vicious for Daverman. This has been a good showing from both competitors.
I mean, this has been absolutely back and forth. I mean, I will say this: the matchup between these two is classic.
We are getting a classic today. We're getting a classic right now, Jerry. And then putting on a clinic, got the leg locked in.
But again, trying to get a submission move on a submission specialist is one of the trickiest things in wrestling.
That would be a high accolade, Jerry.
Oh, and stunner onto Ausir by Daver. And
knocking him down a peg, grab the legs on the neck. Ooh.
There's a single bound.
See, that agility comes in handy not just from flying from the top rope, doing things like that.
Daverman's. Is he setting? I think he's setting up for a world's finest. Oh, if he hits that forearm, and what? Ausir caught him. Ausir caught him. Caught him in midair. He's got him in the Trials of Osiris.
Daver tapped.
Daver tapped.
Oh my God! You cannot underestimate Ausir Turan, catching him out of midair like that.
Your winner and #1 contender for the world title, Ausir Turan.
And
you can hear the champagne bottles being popped in VIP's room back there.
I mean, no doubt. I mean, Ausir Turan said he was going to be the next to challenge for the championship, and he made good on that statement. Wow.
That's got to be a devastating hit for the Sentinels.
Well, from here on out, Michael, it's all championship matches.
All gold, baby.
We have 3 matches left, and they're all for the gold. First up, we had a tournament to determine who would be the #1 contender for the Unified Tag Team Championship. Throughout that tournament, the perennial underdogs in every match were Shoot Nation. And every time they defied expectations and came out on top. So now they will face the Toxic Wastelanders. Let's before we get into that match, let's hear from one half of Shoot Nation. Let's hear from the Scorpion, Jack Abbott.
Bloody hell, Devin, we did it! Is that what you're expecting me to say? Maybe something more along the lines of, we're proud to have come this far and we're looking forward to another good fight and a chance to show what we can do in the ring. See, the thing is, that's almost like admitting we don't really belong here in this match. And fuck that. Conquest Bloodline, Eastern Bloc Party, Omega Club, Meme, 4 opponents we weren't supposed to be able to beat. We stepped up and we took them down. If you think that's just luck, then at this point you're just not paying attention. So to hell with the we are happy to be here crap. We have fucking earned this shot at the Toxic Wastelanders. And we absolutely can take their belts away from the Metapocalypse. I have no idea what the odds of us winning are, and I don't fucking care. Devin and I are going to go into this fight the same way we go into every fight. We fight to fucking win. So, Gorewheel, Revenant, at Apocalypse, you're going to find out exactly what it's like to fight Shoot Nation. We are going to do our damnedest to beat you down, tap you out, and take those titles for ourselves. Nothing personal, but that is just how the fight game works. Be seeing you.
Well, it wouldn't be a title match of this nature without hearing from the other side.
Champions.
Michael, brace yourself as we hear from the Toxic Wastelanders.
This is Gore. I'll educate.
It's Big Papa. I need your help.
No problem, man. What you need help with?
Yeah, I can't find him.
What?
I can't find him.
Who can't you find?
Shoot Nation.
You can't find Shoot Nation.
Yeah, there's only countries.
What do you mean there's only countries?
I mean, there's only countries and micro countries.
Rev, what the hell are you talking about?
I've literally gone all over the world. I cannot find this Shoot Nation. I even checked the forbidden place with all the weird murdery animals.
No, they're not an actual nation.
What do you mean they're not a nation? It's literally in the name.
No, kid, you don't understand. It's just a label name for their tag team. It's only 2 people.
You can't have 2 people make a whole nation, Carwheel. That's not how national populations work.
Rev, listen to me. They're not a nation. They're a tag team. Look how you refer to yourself as the main nation.
Bar, listen to me. That is a title, whereas this is a nation full of shooters.
That's not even close to correct. How are you missing the point?
The point, Garwheel, is that this then makes them not a shoot nation, but a work nation.
They're not a nation of shooters, Rev.
That's right, because they're a work nation then.
Rev, define the word nation.
Nation, noun. A large body of people united by common descent, history, culture, or language, inhabiting a particular country or territory.
There! In the very definition, there's only 2 gits. Therefore, they are not, and I'll repeat, not a nation.
And they're a micro work nation!
Fuck you!
Fuck you! So, can you come pick me up? Because I need to ride back to the arena.
Yeah. I can get you. Where you at, kid?
Someplace called New Zealand. Sounds like a ripoff of Disneyland. A lot of short people trying to destroy some kind of engagement ring. That and, sheep.
I'll be there in 5 hours.
And with that,
I'll never understand those 2.
You know what? You get used to that.
Gore-wheel's the reason I carry pepper spray. I don't even know if that would work on him.
We're gonna head down to ringside, and let's get it on.
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is a tag team championship match. Introducing first, Shoot Nation.
And here they are, the men who defied the odds and came in on top in the tag team tournament. It is Devin and the Scorpion Jack Abbott. Shoot Nation.
Amazing showing last week. Let's see if they can keep the ball rolling here.
Well, this is their biggest test yet.
In the form of...
And introducing their competitors and the unified tag team champions. The Toxic Wastelanders.
I mean, this is the first time we've seen these men back in months. They've been on vacation, and it has been... it's been a thing. We've been getting reports.
Yeah, and I got fleeced for legal fees. These guys are scary.
Hey, be careful, that one of them's my lawyer.
Yeah, he was trying to sell himself. I mean, you know, I already have a lawyer. I don't need him.
All right, here they are. The main man, the Atomic Adonis, Big Papa Plutonium, and the War Chief of the Wastelands. And it's all about those unified tag team championship belts.
All about that gold. Let's see if Shoot Nation have what it takes.
And there they are. Devin and Jack Abbott. And everyone dismissed them, and they proved everyone wrong. Now, can they reach the top of the mountain and become the new unified tag team champions? But to do that, they've got to go through these two-time tag team champions, just two of the most dangerous men on the roster, the Revenant and Gorewheel.
I don't understand how these idiots keep winning, but they keep doing it.
I mean, yeah, we'll talk about the glow later. But in the meantime, on social media, Ausir is tweeting out squints. Wait a minute, is Jack wearing green? Is he wearing my green? I'll fucking kill him. Then I'll add him to the list. Okay.
Seems like we got some gimmick infringement.
We're off, and immediately Gorewheel taking control, doing a backbreaker, and then whipping Devin into his corner. Oh no!
The knee there. Oh no!
Oh, underhook suplex.
Snapping into that one. Slamming him into that corner, taking the boot to the chest.
All right, and right away, early tag. Guess the main man wants to have his fun.
As he always does. It's going to be a challenge.
Remember, we're contractually obligated to use all his nicknames during the match. The main man.
The main man, Big Papa Plutonium.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else.
The Atomic Adonis.
What does that one even mean? What's an Adonis, Jerry?
Means he's the pinnacle of human perfection in atomic form.
He just looks green to me, but all right.
And all right, in that assisted power bomb.
So much strength behind that.
And Jack Abbott reminding people why he was underestimated. His strong MMA background.
Yeah, that shoulder throw, that was textbook.
It was a great move. And again, ring awareness, knowing it was time to tag in Devin. And Devin goes straight into Gorewheel's waiting hands. Oh!
Fortunately for him. Oh!
And a series of strikes. Devin's going to need to get some offense in if they hope to win those belts. Oh! Being hung up on the rope.
Hung up on the ropes. A devastating offense from Gorewheel.
And now just twisting his neck. Or as Gorewheel likes to call it, chiropractic care.
Oof. That's not care, Jerry. That's damage. Oh, God.
He's also not a licensed chiropractor. So.
I don't think that man is a licensed anything.
He has a law degree.
From the University of what? Who gave that man a degree?
We'll cover that later. And meanwhile, kicks from Devin. Devin beginning to mount some offense against the Wastelander. Tagging in Jack. Showing that the Wastelanders are not the only one with some coordinated moves.
Deceptive strength there.
Oh, that was a hell of a clothesline. A long way for Gorwheel to fall. And now Shoot Nation are showing how they reached the finals of that tournament.
Gorwheel is such a large athlete. Whenever you get thrown around like that at that size, you have risk of injuring yourself or injuring someone else just with your sheer mass and weight.
I know R. Sawyer was complaining about the green, but I think Jack's green almost matches the Wastelanders. At least
it does a little bit of shine on it.
Oh, and there they go. That
coordinated
double team effort.
Punch to the gut.
Just again, and I swear to God, I'm hearing him say, "No, Gore, this is how you pop the neck."
And he's squeezing on the head there as he's wrenching his head around. That does not feel like chiropractic care. That feels like assault.
Oh, and now he's just stretching him over his knee. Oh.
Stretching the back and abdomen.
And Jack trying to mount an offense, but again, up against the Atomic Adonis, that is maybe Jack can pull it off. And whipping Gorwheel
too
into
soon.
the corner.
A technical MMA prowess from him.
Going on to Brett's rope, and
paying off. Ooh! It's spinning back elbow. That was vicious.
And again, these quick tags, Shoot Nation knowing to keep themselves fresh, giving each other ample time to recover.
So far, when playing the tag game, I'd say Shoot Nation is winning at this point. They've been fighting very smart, but that does not help against the power of the Toxic Wastelanders.
That's true, but then Devin's entire career has been based around taking on people and tapping out people that people said, "Oh, he's too powerful." He has a long history, in fact, of unexpectedly defeating big green people.
Well, the bigger and greener they are, the bigger and greener they fall.
Oh, here he comes. I think we're about to see. I think we might be seeing a Half-Life coming up.
Oh, God.
Oh, you've never seen one of these in person, have you?
Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to it. I've seen tapes.
Half-Life!
No!
Now he's going for the pin. Jack coming in to break it up, and Gorwheel not fast enough to stop him.
Ring awareness by their tag partners. Now we got an all-out fight here in the ring.
Jack pays for it with a... Oh no.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh,
that's not sanitary.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to go to the doctors after this.
And Devin
some of that got on me.
Did Devin just yell, "Witness me"?
I think he did. I think he's taking the piss. Absolutely with the cross chop there, ducking under. Oh, massive lariat.
Series of clotheslines, and I think Gorwheel would have been smart to have tagged his partner at that moment.
That would have been a perfect time to tag, but all you had to do is get out of the way at that moment. Didn't know what else.
Oh, Devin is on fire.
That flurry of blows to the face.
1, 2. Kick out by the main man.
Impressive showing by Devin.
Gore is
absolutely amazing.
Gore is screaming for a tag, and at Luthez Press, Devin is not giving the Big Poppy Plutonium a moment to even gather his thoughts.
You can't in a situation like this. You got to get him back into your corner like you just did. Oh,
nobody home.
There it is, that moment to breathe. That's all it took.
Yeah, ring awareness of the Revenant. Sending Devin over to his own
to the corner.
And a chop. Going for the kick.
Down,
Yeah,
getting ready. Ooh, the drop kick to the face. That is so much mess. Across the head.
Also, what? Oh no, what is Devin setting up for? He's going for the STF.
He gets it locked in.
He has won so many matches against so many people this way.
He's so close to his
partner.
He did it!
Oh my God! Shoot Nation wins!
I don't know what to say, Jerry.
Your winners and the new Unified Tag Team Champions, Shoot Nation.
Go on. He let that go on for way too long, Jerry. They underestimated Shoot Nation, and they paid the price and lost the belts.
Like we said, that has been the story of the entire tournament. People underestimating Shoot Nation, treating them as a joke, forgetting what a coordinated team and strong wrestlers they are. And Shoot Nation is now the unified tag team champions. This has
Who's going to question them now?
I mean, they are at the top of the mountain.
Let's see how they do with that championship mindset. That must have been devastating for the Toxic Wastelanders.
I mean, Shoot Nation have been working their asses off to get to that point. We even heard Devin in his promo talk about people underestimating them and what a mistake it was. And he has Jack Abbott said that. Either way, Shoot Nation are now your tag team champions, which means we're gonna have to figure out who their contenders are, and that also means we're gonna have to deal with however the Toxic Wastelanders deal with loss.
That's gonna be a lot of coping.
It's gonna be a lot. And apparently, as soon as he got backstage, Jack Abbott grabbed his cell phone and is tweeting out, "I told you all. See what happens when you don't take Shoot Nation seriously? That said, great fight, Wastelanders. We'll have to do that again sometime." All right. Well,
now that the locker room has seen what they can do, I wonder if they're ready for future competitors.
So we have before we get into our next matchup, I've been handed a thing and so apparently there has been payment of a fee, an advertising fee for the pay-per-view. That means I am required contractually to play this next promo.
All right.
So let's just hear this.
Okay, who's knocking at my door at this time of night? Oh, no, I know what's happening here. Wilson is waiting outside and he's going to ambush me as soon as I open the door. I've seen these dirty tricks before. Well, you can't fool me, Wilson. Oh, you think you're so smart? Well, let's see how you like it. Huh? Hello.
Yeah, good evening. I have a package for Mr. Juan Chance.
Yeah, that's me. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, have a good night.
Okay, let's see what's in here. It's my mask and the letter from Wilson. Oh, God damn it. Fine. Dear piece of shit luchador, if you're reading this,
it means you've received your stupid mask back, as per the agreement made between myself and the brass. This means we can finally have our match, where you put your mask on the line and I put my hair on the line. As per the tradition, I write this letter to let you know there's no fucking way you're gonna be cutting off my gorgeous, luscious hair. What's going to happen instead is that I'm going to beat you within an inch of your life, rip that stupid mask off your face, and send you back to your mama jobber in a body bag. I hope you have plenty of money for the plastic surgery, Juan. You're gonna need it. Sincerely, Work Rate Wilson. Mierda. How annoying. Well, Wilson, I say you after Apocalypse with a nice electric razor just for your scalp.
And we will have more announcements around that match and many others on the next episode of MNW Warzone after Apocalypse. So tune in next week to hear more about what will happen with that match now that Wilson fulfilled the obligations.
I knew he would. Like I said, honorable man. Too bad he's gonna have to take the mask away again, but you know, Juan asked for it.
In the meantime, it is time for the Nexus Titan Championship match. Lady Boots won the right in the mini tournament we had to face Sir Unklydunk for the Nexus Titan Championship. Let's hear what the Lady of Conquest has to say going into that match.
Finally, after being looked down upon my whole wrestling career, I've earned a title shot. I slayed the high-profile VI Pathetics, gave the boot to the Funk, and now the only one standing my way is the pay pig himself, Unklydunk. I understand what it's like to live with a silver spoon in your mouth, surrounded by willing servants who can't wait for your next command. How do you think I went from a princess to the lady of the most premier faction in MNW? It wasn't just my looks alone. People come to me willing to give in and give it all up. They give, I take, both willingly. But for you, Unkley, I think I'll make you an exception and force you to be my boot-licking bitch. The time has come for you to receive the most vicious spanking in your life. You'll be in full view of the beginning of a whole new era. One where I break the mold and become the first woman to claim a championship in Warzone. Taking my rightful place as the queen of the Nexus. If you don't comply, I'll make you through temptation and corruption.
And with that, let's head down to ringside for that match.
Chills, and not in a good way.
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is for the Nexus Titan Championship. Introducing first, representing the Conquest Bloodline, Lady Boots.
And here she comes wearing her bloodline armor, the Lady of Conquest, Lady Boots.
And all the confidence in the world there.
If she wins this, she will be the first female singles title holder in MNW history. So, and this is her second run at the Nexus belt. She was denied an earlier shot on a technicality, but now
the tough opponent.
And
this man.
Introducing the competitor and Nexus Titan champion, Sir Unklydunk.
As that man knows how to live.
He knows how to live, even though there are questions about how he rebuilt his fortune.
Well, he rebuilt his fortune either way, Jerry. You have a fortune? I don't think so. This man, he does.
Yeah, that's true. So,
man is a champion of excess and a champion of wrestling.
Yeah, coming out without his butler. Apparently, there was a stipulation: no conquest bloodline, no blood money, just these two.
Well, it looks like he doesn't need the help today. You want something done right, you gotta do it yourself, Jerry.
Well, we'll see. On the other hand, is he ready for Lady Boots?
I don't think anybody's ready for Lady Boots. I certainly wasn't when I woke up this morning, and then it happened.
Of course, that hat that only Unklydunk can wear safely, source of the hat symbiotes. All right.
I've gotten too close to that thing before, and the voices I've heard. Ugh.
And right off the bat, the lady bringing it to Sir Unklydunk kicks and stomps. As we said, when it comes to her kicking game, those boots are made for stomping.
Those boots are made to absolutely cave in your head. That's what they're made for. With armored boots that armor not just representative of Conquest Bloodline, but
well, there is
add an extra punch to those kicks.
There is a reason why she is the dragon to their leader Samjax. And that's when you consider also in that faction are the unstoppable Gorm and Carnival. Because everyone bows to the lady.
Indeed. And this shows how respected and feared Lady Boots is. Taking control and just handedly giving it to someone as amazing as Unklydunk.
And
quite spectacular to watch.
Pressing his face down for that pinfall attempt.
Seems like she was holding his mouth shut as well, trying to get him to shut up.
I wouldn't. Oh, the disrespect.
Ooh, absolute disrespect.
Unkley raking her eyes and now knocking her down.
Returning that disrespect in favor. Now he's going for meeting of the minds there between the two opponents. Ooh.
And all right, it looks like she was. I don't know if she was loading up or telling him, "You're gonna kiss this."
I'd say either or. Ooh. That's always a good idea if your opponent's larger than you. Hacking at the legs.
I mean, that's a fair statement on the state of affairs. Oh, now he's putting her in a camel clutch.
If you get rid of that vertical base, all that size goes to shit if your opponent is on the floor.
It's like he was trying to make her humble, and her answer was, "No one makes me humble."
You cannot humble a lady like Boots. She'll humble you! Boot in the face! Oh my god! Kissing the boot already.
I mean, she warned him he was going to have to do it. And with that, he's bringing her into the center of the ring. Last week, he pointed out that he was going to win this because he's simply better than everyone.
And he's not necessarily wrong, Jerry. Lady Boots is putting up a fight.
Slamming her down.
That move not only... Oof.
And now he's, stretching her out, getting her in a headlock.
One arm. Is she going to tap? Is this enough? No, not quite enough. Those elbows. That's enough to break it up. Can Boots get on the offensive here?
She was trying. Countered by Unkley.
Unkley showing that in-ring experience. Ooh.
And scooping her back in. Now what's he... he's just playing to the... Okay, he's just telling everyone, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Yeah, we've heard it all before, Unklydunk. Now pulling her over and going for the pinfall. 1, 2. 2 count.
His stocks shoot way up whenever he does that. You know that, Jerry. You gotta invest. Invest in Unklydunk.
I mean, I saw what he did to the hospital.
Improvements, Jerry. Improvements.
That's why Max had to try and find other funding, right? And Hurricane Corona. Oh, what's okay? And literally stomped him in the mouth, and then took out his shin.
Lady Boots is not a competitor you want to underestimate. That might be a tick against Unklydunk here. He has a tendency to be a bit haughty and overconfident in his matches, and that's not a good spot to be in with Lady Boots.
Yeah, at this stage, I don't know if she's so much and again, covering his mouth. I don't know if she's as much interested in beating him at this point as humiliating him.
Has been so far.
And here comes and snapping her neck.
Once again.
Unkley is, ever since his regaining of his fortune, he has just been, a man without remorse. And covering her mouth.
In order to be champion, you cannot have remorse for doing things that are violent that get the job done.
And now, he's going for it. Just working over her neck.
It's rinse and repeat offense, but it's effective. Just over and over, wrenching on that neck and head.
I mean, if he can get her into another
face,
into another money clip. Scissors takedown. Now she's hyping up the crowd, and Unkley decides to roll out of the ring.
But not out. The outside of the ring.
And lifting her up. She's lifting up. Kick to the face.
Ooh, those boots hit their mark.
And there she's getting back. What's she doing? She's going up. Yep. I don't know. She's trying to. She's sizing him up. Decides against it.
Time yet. Maybe should have taken the chance.
Or not. Again, kicks and slaps. Now bringing him back and slingshotting him. Also tweeting out on social media, Maximilian Thunder Thighs. To be fair, I wanted to be the one to dunk on Unklydunk and belt or no belt, but Boots' work in the ring right now is very cathartic. So some admiration to Lady Boots from Maximilian Thunder Thighs.
Plenty for Lady Boots going around right now from the crowd. Do you see her block that punch? That was expert.
All right, she's got him on the ropes, quite literally.
Tapping on her leg, tapping on that knee.
She's this doesn't bode well. She's sizing him up.
Staring straight through him.
Looked like she was going for something, but Unkley countered. Oh no.
That is absolutely not good for Lady Boots. You cannot give him room to be creative, to get back into it.
Snap the neck.
He may be full of himself, but when it comes down to it, he's an amazing in-ring worker.
And working in the leg of the lady. Her strength is in her kicks. Most of her signatures and finishers are kicking maneuvers, so take out her knee.
It's about damn time he started working on those legs.
Yeah, greatly reduces her arsenal. And now he's returning the favor of covering her mouth and a 2 count.
Rolling out there, trying to get a second of respite.
Facebuster by the lady. Oh no, here it comes. Here, look, I think we're going to see the stylo.
Hello, can we hit it?
And
there's
she's going to hit it.
Here it comes.
Stylo.
That will connect, rattling the skull. Brain bouncing around inside the head of Unklydunk. 1, 2.
Count. Oh, I was convinced after that stylo it was over.
He looked rattled, but he still has some left in him.
Knee to the back. And
looming over him like that.
Ooh, she's going for it. What? She's. And yeah, she got the kiss the boot on him. 2, 3. She did it.
Kiss boot. My God. So all changing hands, Jerry.
It is.
Your winner and new Nexus Titan champion, Lady Boo.
And the championship away, absolutely earned it.
She did it. She is the Nexus Titan champion. She has brought gold to the bloodline. And that, great job. Lady Boots, first ever female singles champion in MNW history. But there's another question that brings up, Michael. Something.
Am I going to have to refinance?
Well, let's put it this way. We have one match. We are about to go in to our main event. But let's remind everyone there is a particular, let's call it a sword of Damocles hanging over the head of this match in the form of the Mega Money in the Big Bank briefcase that is currently held by the leader of the Conquest bloodline, Semjax. So, is it possible that tonight the bloodline will claim 2 titles? Let's go hear from the man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Semjax.
What a wonderful night to have an apocalypse, don't you think? My ally Lady Boots is getting a title shot worthy of her namesake. Connie and Val are going through the physical discipline test. Gorm found a new playmate. Don't throw your toy too hard, my friend. Time won't be nice if you break them too early. You don't want to spoil the fun for everyone else. Before we get to the main event, let's learn some cold hard facts about these fighters. Grizzly Adams, once warhead of the new 4 Horsemen, tried to recruit me, only for his faction to capture and try to use me as a puppet. My strings were cut, but they left a scar that can never be removed. He broke away from them and joined the Faces of Lords. After that, he broke them apart and became a cave wanderer. What do all these have in common? He drains all those associated with him, and he will do it again. Next up, Zako, the cursed Bart of the future, head of our old rival faction, self-proclaimed Grand Slam champion and ace. He stopped the Inquisition, spoke the truth about his father, and was mocked until it was too late. Above all else, he is a thorn on my side. He jumped on me for a problem I had nothing to do with, and is another coward who's yet to face me one-on-one. That is something he's truly afraid to admit. Tonight, one of you become a better fighter to the other. Your arm will be raised high, and your grand prize will be within your grasp. I don't care who it is. Maybe this time, I will get involved. My key will unlock my way to the top, and I'll be underneath their feet as I throw them off the mountain. And Seth, do not fret. I don't know how Warzone acquire the scraps of Flashbang's bottom barrel, but just sit where you are. Stuff yourself full. Tonight, the Earth of Conquest will thrive higher than ever before. The lone dawn is upon us, and I will lead this promotion through it and forevermore until I, Semjax, deem it is done. It is only a matter of time. Tick, tock, tick, tock.
So there you have it. Well, Michael, it's time. It's our main event.
Main event.
So let's not waste any time. let's head down to ringside.
The following match is your main event and is for the World Heavyweight title. Introducing first, representing the Murder Cave, Grizzly Adams.
Oh. That's new.
My God, Jerry.
I mean, back
My
when the
God.
Four Horsemen were a faction, Grizzly Adams was War. And they have always said that, as we know from other members of that group, those weren't just fancy titles.
Is the war here tonight? War has entered Warzone.
The bringer of war, Grizzly Adams, coming down, decked out in full battle armor to face the World Heavyweight Champion. Wait a minute. Michael, is he wearing fuzzy slippers or...
Are those... His feet seem a little more, grisly than usual.
So we've got the Horsemen of War at Apocalypse in the main event.
It's not the only person we have in the main event.
Oh, God.
And introducing their opponent, he is the World Heavyweight Champion. Representing main event Max, Zako Duo.
And Zako comes out in red armor mode.
Forgoing his usual carapace for this sleek red. But
I mean,
gonna be enough. You gotta look at Grizzly.
I mean, what better armor to go in to face war?
Indeed.
And yeah, you've got the bringer of war versus the cursed future.
All for that belt.
All for
that belt right there.
Although there's also, I was discussing with other people backstage, and there might have been a brief mention of Zako Duo already won the entrance music war.
Yeah. Well, when you have a song like that, you're going to win.
But also, Zako Duo, one of the top competitors, and again, a lot of issues with the Murder Cave. They've been targeting him, and of course, we'll get into the issues with Chaz Lee later. For now, it's time. What we have to focus on is this belt.
And I'm being told in my ear by Pete is that it's the Red Comet armor.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And of course, whoever wins this match will, at a future date, be facing Ausir Turan. That has been determined earlier this evening. Assuming that Semjex doesn't make his presence known at some point.
Indeed. So, this can evolve in so many directions, so many matchups could be taking place. That briefcase is cashed in. Who wins here tonight?
Variables. There's so many variables, Michael.
So many variables.
I'm still working on the fact that Grizzly Adams took on a new form for this match. He's hairy. He's harrying in a way that even Light Hallis would go, damn.
Yeah, look at that. That is terrifying to say the least. He wants that championship so much.
I mean,
he has unlocked a new version of himself.
I'm afraid we may have unlocked a seal, and that scares me.
Oh, God. Seems even with that personality changed a little bit. It's terrifying.
All right, but Zako duo, Greg and Screw takedown, not wasting any time, taking it to the Murder Cave member.
Gotta out-murder the Murder Cave, and that's tough, but can Zako duo come out on top of this? I don't know, Jerry.
Oh, no. And
so much is uncertain. Oh!
Well, I mean, it is Apocalypse, and you know, things, although it's not the first Apocalypse. Let's remind everyone, 2 years ago, a top star of MNW was retired at Apocalypse. And what might we see tonight? So tonight we have seen the first ever women's singles champion crowned. We have seen the Cinderella story of Shoot Nation. We have seen the judge of the multiverse win his first title. And we have seen the domination of the Myth Incarnate against the Undead Soldier. So now we have war versus the Cursed Future. Or maybe just the future.
No.
There's a, I don't know if you've seen these t-shirts going around people have been wearing. It said Zako Duo was right.
Well, I mean, when has he been wrong?
Apparently never.
Apparently?
Yeah.
Although it might feel wrong getting your body absolutely pummeled by war itself. Oh.
And now, playing to the crowd. If Zako Duo has one weakness, it's his arrogance.
Arrogance comes out in those promos, comes out in the ring. Part of who he is. Can he control himself? Does he have what it takes to stand up to this absolute force of nature, this absolute typhoon of a man?
Slamming him into the mat. It looks like Zako has to recalibrate for a second, and Grizzly's taking advantage. 1, 2, kick out.
Kick there.
Slamming him into the mat again. Roll over.
There, going for the cover again. Not hooking the leg. Looks like that recalibration is coming along swimmingly. Able to kick out at 1 there. Oh,
and
no!
Again,
ooh.
And
that
now
mass from the new form.
Going after his...
To the lower back. Oh!
And being lifted up again. Right now, Grizzly in firm control.
The agility from the man the size of Grizzly Adams is astounding.
And we've seen it before, but it definitely, and with the current form he's in, it looks like he has kicked it up a notch.
The new forms of things can often lead to great strength, but let's see if there's any weaknesses possibly. Chink in the armor for Zako Duo to be able to exploit.
And throwing him out of the ring. And Grizzly following after, picking him back up. Oh, and just slapping the taste out of his mouth. He had a mouth.
I think he just manually recalibrated his flavor sensors. Let's call it that.
And 3 in a row. Just devastating to the bot. And Zako now trying to mount a resurgence.
That heel kick
offense.
finding its mark.
Oh, guys, even with this cage, are a little closer than I'm comfortable with.
Especially these two. Wouldn't be a surprise if... I know for a fact both of these men could probably tear this cage into pieces.
That's a comforting thought. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome. But anyway, they're in the ring. It's all good. Oh, that curb stomp!
Just, again, Zako knows that the only answer for a problem like Grizzly Adams is brutality.
Indeed. Title could very well change hands, just like we could very well die tonight, Jerry!
Well, if we gotta go, what a way.
What a way to go indeed. Turned into a red mist by war itself.
Another
Grizzly
kick by
Adams.
Zako Duo, bringing him down.
Changing up the pace, keeping Grizzly Adams on the ground. Kick out there. Not enough.
And just, stretching out that arm. Again, a
Stretching out
solid
that
strategy
arm.
by Zako. He's got to take away Grizzly's tools. Just wear him down. See if the flesh is weaker than the metal. Oh, and then the chop.
Yep, telling him what to suck. Oh, here we go. Oh. Oh.
Middle rope curb stomp.
Maybe smaller in form factor, Jerry, but you have to realize there's a lot of mechanical parts, a lot of computers in there, and the sheer weight of that armor itself. Maybe smaller in physical stature, but the weight is there.
Well, against Grizzly Adams, all that does is make him even.
Saying, don't underestimate the bot. Here we go. Going after the joints. It's been kind of the Achilles heel of these bots, is going after those joints. Those moving parts, compressing them.
And a kick out by Zako. The desperate night for the mech. You know, at first he's got to keep focused on his opponent, Grizzly Adams. But how far can Samjax be out of his mind, especially after that performance by Lady Boots, our new Nexus Titan champion?
No, that probably bolstered everyone in Conquest Bloodline, you know? They all probably feeling it tonight.
I'm now
Going through there.
horrified to think what the celebrations they're going to have are going to look like.
You ever seen Blade?
And moving on.
Oh my God.
There, you know what? I'm just going to stand right here.
I'm just going to stand back. I don't feel like being turned into applesauce today.
And, all right, Grizzly back in the ring. And immediately back. Oh, reverse neck breaker on the bot. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think we're going to see the Grizzly end.
Grizzly end?
Oh, nobody home.
Nobody home's not able to dodge. Step up Enziguri taking him down, though. Quick reflexes. Thanks to all those onboard sensors.
And slamming him down. Yeah, I think Grizzly's mad that Grizzly missed.
Yeah, no, and that hanger's only going to feed into more destruction here. Hammering away at the head of Zako Duo.
And lifting him up. And a knee for his trouble. And, is he got... Oh, vertical suplex by the champ.
Vertical suplex showing off the strength there.
Tweeting out on social media, we have Maximilian Thunder Thighs. Let's go, Zako. Bots beat bears any day. I mean, you would hope.
You say that, but the bot is on the floor, and he's about to meet. Oh! I was going to say his Grizzly end, but oh my God!
It's twice Zako has gotten out of the way of that move now. Oh.
We were talking about last week about scouting out your opponent's moves. Oh!
And it looks like,
oh my God!
Adams was ready for Zako.
Both these men have done their homework. That proves it right there.
I mean, you'd have to. They knew for a long time they were going to face each other. I'm sure that Zako has been running simulations and that Grizzly has been running drills.
The amount of rocks Grizzly probably punch rating and all. Oh boy. We're seeing all of that unfold here tonight, right now.
For a minute there, I was wondering if...
Oh! The Grizzly end. He had it lined up again, but Zako again had it scouted.
Again, Zako ready for him. And there it kicks out.
Only one place you'll see devastation like this, and that's on MNW Warzone.
And now he's just working the arm.
I'm taking away the tools from the Master of War from Grizzly Adams.
The only problem is taking away Grizzly's arms doesn't do anything about the Grizzly.
It does not. That knee will still fly at you with full force. Though it seems Zako does have that scouted, so it seems mainly like he's worrying about his overall offense ability.
Grizzly trying to
disable
figure out what his options are.
It's hard to scout an opponent like Zako Duo because you never know what he's going to pull out, you know? You never know what upgrades he's made. You never know what he's got hidden up the sleeve, in the arm. I don't know what the term is for him, but my God.
Under the hood.
Under the hood, thank you.
Yeah. Now Grizzly is just trash talking the champ.
The other side of those ropes. Zako not taking it.
Yeah, Zako voicing his displeasure in the traditional method, a boot to the snoot.
Yep.
Now working on Grizzly's leg. There you go. That's how you do it, champ. Take away his power base. Source of all his power.
Calling for it again.
Actually,
oh my God! He needs to...
At this point, Grizzly needs to figure out a new strategy.
Does indeed. No matter how fast he tries to get that knee off, seems like Zako Duo just has some sort of protocol in place that just nullifies it.
And, all right, lifting him up.
Absolute Gene is probably one of the smartest fighters in the... Oh! Right off the top.
At this point, it's just, it's just a back and forth. Who knows who can take it? Although right now, it looks like the champ's got the slight advantage. Perhaps I spoke too soon.
Diamond tip drill fighting a sledgehammer, Jerry.
Oh, and looks like that kick was scouted by Grizzly, pushed him away, but Zako got it on the second try.
Got another one off.
He
knows what to do.
Guy's just mocking Adams.
Adams to suck it, slamming his head on the floor.
Going for it again. One. And just a one count.
He waited to nag his head on the floor closer to the apron, the harder part of the ring. That was probably on purpose, knowing Zako.
Drop toe hold by Grizzly Adams. That's surprisingly very effective when you can get it off.
Yeah, no, that drop toe hold. People don't often expect it. You wrap your legs around theirs.
And
get
Grizzly
them on the
is
floor.
Outside. The mech is following.
Use your own weight in a moment. Momentum against your opponent.
And punches and kicks, and then with favor returned. And Grizzly's like, nope, going back in the ring.
Going back in the ring.
Well, Grizzly can't win that
outside.
Grizzly can't win that belt outside.
Indeed.
Got to keep
countouts
it in the
will
ring.
not work.
And again with the chops.
Must be getting into the head of Grizzly Adams.
I mean,
Zako's
that's
doing a very good job at keeping it going right now.
And that would be a sound strategy. Although, interestingly enough, Grizzly Adams, despite what you think, not somebody prone to incoherent rages.
His anger is very pointed and purposeful, and that's what makes him terrifying.
Well, no, he's, there's a strategy, there's a plan, and then there's the adapting of the plan.
Indeed. And that adaptive nature of Grizzly Adams going against the calculations, the supercomputing might of Zako Duo.
I mean, this is one of the... let's talk about this matchup. This has been a matchup for the ages. And let's not forget, Grizzly Adams, former heavyweight champion. The man has held the gold before. He hasn't had an opportunity in a long time, but he has held it, although the person he lost it to was another robot. Or I should say another mech. He lost to R. Sawyer, who has taken great glee in mocking him about that ever since.
You know, he has something to prove. He has bragging rights to take off the table there. If he manages to do this, then Sawyer can't say much.
And that's probably somewhere in Grizzly's mind, although mostly at this point it's get the job done, get the belt.
He's 100% zoned in on his opponent right now.
I'm also convinced that he's also planned what to do in case of a briefcase cash-in.
And he has to throw that into the calculations. You know,
as long as that briefcase is out there, you can't ignore it.
And who knows? You know, he has his boys back there in the locker room. You never know.
I mean, both of them do. Both of them have teams. Something goes wrong, I'm sure they've got plans in place. All right, and there...
As Legion proved earlier today, it helps to have people backing you up.
Zako getting himself he's getting himself hype up and got a clothesline for his trouble. Knocked down by Grizzly.
Been an absolutely amazing showing, an absolute classic here from both of these competitors. Oh my God, that knee!
High knee drop. I don't care if you're a bot, you're feeling that.
That's got to dent the chassis right there.
And they're
oh
coming.
Boy.
Guys, back in the ring. Back in the ring.
Back in the ring. Come on. Don't
Zako, please.
Please. Other way, Zako. Over there.
All right, and
against those steel steps, the thud of that man's massive body on the floor.
I mean, those steel steps, which we've had to reinforce because of all the different wrestlers.
How many sets of steps have we gone through that have just been absolutely obliterated by our computers?
I was looking at the budget. It's a surprisingly high number.
Indeed.
And he's back in the ring.
Not as high as those tables, though.
Stomping.
Oh, boy. Oof.
And, all right, he's got Grizzly down. Okay, going for the pin. Is this going to be enough?
Stomping on him, keeping him down.
No.
I don't know if this is going to be enough.
All right, Grizzly
quickly getting to his feet. Oh, my God.
Reverse neckbreaker again. Oh, is this going to be it? Is he finally going to hit it? No!
Torque on those neck joints once again.
I think Grizzly's now beginning to get annoyed.
He lined that Grizzly up so it would be point blank, too. He thought about it. He thought about the strategy. He got closer. He got closer to Zako Duo. Zako Duo still able to evade.
And, integrate to the back of the head. Oh, this is not looking good. This is not looking good for the champ.
It's definitely not looking good. Oh! May have spoken too soon? Possibly. No! Oh! Back across the knee there.
I mean, we're Luthez Press. I mean, we're looking really close to the possibility of another title change tonight. Kick out real quick on social media. Sawyer Robro, if you beat Grizzly, I'll give you my title, Bear Tamer. Kick his ass. Thing is, with Sawyer, for all we know, he may have beamed that. Dragon's Crew takedown. I was going to say he might have beamed that directly to Zako Duo.
We probably heard that a couple minutes after it was already beamed into his head.
Oh my
gosh.
Okay, wait. What's happening here? He's lifting him up. And,
oh my God, Rana!
Oh no. Okay, he's setting up. What are we going to get? And we get the Ansible effect. One,
we'll affect that.
Two.
Elbow to the Face!
3! He does it!
Oh my god!
Zako Duo retains.
The sheer
Your
will to keep
winner
that gold.
and still world champion, Zako Duo.
All right, there you have it, ladies
Our
and
champ
gentlemen.
is retained.
Retaining champion, Zako Duo.
Let's keep our eye on that curtain, Jerry.
I mean, everyone's staring. And Zako's even looking. Yeah, I mean, the anticipation is thick. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Wait a minute!
That's not Sam Jax. That's Ausir Turan.
That's Ausir Turan!
Hits him with the belt.
Hitting the champ with his own belt!
The number 1 contender is out attacking the world heavyweight champion.
Oh my god.
And he's chasing. Oh, he knocked down the ref.
Knocked down the ref. Nobody's stopping this train.
Oh my god. And he's got the Trials of Osiris on Zako.
Locked in.
Zako's tapping.
He's overloaded those joints. He tapped out the champ.
Zako's been through a war. And it's Malice.
It's Malice.
All right, Malice is attacking Ausir.
Ausir trying to help out his buddy.
He's just hit. Ausir is trying to.
Okay, that connected.
Oh
no.
And
oh no!
Right, he's picking up Zako. What's he doing? Oh, protocol protect Zako. I'm hearing.
Yep, indeed.
He got him outside the ring.
They have like you said, Jerry. They have these contingencies in place. They're already ready.
Blue screen. He's got the blue screen on Ausir. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ref is calling for security. Ref is calling for security.
My god!
All right, Ausir Turan is running up the ramp.
Getting the heck out of there. Managed to break out.
Okay, Ausir is coming out. They're surrounding Zako. They're getting him out of there. Okay, well.
Bart's able to help him out. Oh my god, Jerry.
Well, that was not the run-in I was expecting.
That is not what they were expecting. You have to. They probably did not account for that in their calculations. 100% expected that to be Sam Jax.
Well, but thank goodness they had a plan in place. Well, I got a feeling that, I mean, we're leading up to something with that, Michael.
Does not bode well for next week or these coming weeks.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. It has been a hell of a night.
It's been a hell of an apocalypse.
Thank you for joining us on this show for Michael Montoya. I'm Jerry Aldini. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week on Warzone.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the MNW Archive channel. Just remember, you're doing this not for you, but for me, because I deserve to be seen at all times, everywhere. Wilson, son of...